The 2024-2025 high school sports year was the most historic year in West Prairie history. That year started with a statement win for the Mustang football team. Now, 1 year later, the Mustangs will look to start the season the same way they did the last 3 years. We are live at the newly named McGuire's Ford Field at Blackhawk Stadium on the campus of Susquenita School District for Week 1 action of the PIAA football season between the West Prairie Mustangs and the Susquenita Blackhawks. Good evening, everyone. I am Alex Ball. It wasn't an ideal season a year ago for both teams, but it's a new year and anything can happen here tonight. The Mustangs started the season great by winning their first 4 games, including an upset victory against Susquenita Township. Then injuries really hurt the boys' chances of making it back to the District 3 playoffs when they lost the last 6 games. The Blackhawks earned 2 wins, including a thrilling overtime win against their Perry County rivals Newport, and then 2 weeks later against Halifax. And this is a Perry County matchup dating back that got renewed in 2021. We are here at, 2022. We are at the newly named McGuire's Ford Field at Susquenita High School, and we're going to get started here with our entertainment segment of our Week 1 action here tonight. It's a Perry County matchup for the first game of the 2025 football season. It is West Prairie versus Susquenita, and coming out on the field right now, all the Susquenita High School marching band, and we're going to get things started with them here at Susquenita High School. Please enjoy the musical entertainment from the Susquenita High School marching band.
Student leadership for the Blackhawk Band includes drum majors Garrett Lingle and Dina Korowitz, and student leaders Bree Fritz, Abby Lees, Tanner Bixler, John Goodland, Landon Rauch, Sam Lefevre, Lucy Blattenberg, Anna Conley, and Chloe Malcolm. The band would like to thank the faculty, staff, administration, and school board for the Susquenita School District, as well as the Susquenita Band Boosters for their endless support and encouragement. The band would also like to thank our sponsors, Puppy Parlor, Sheets of Stone Cannon, the Horn Hospital, Swales Accounting, the Bank of Lancaster, Jukebox Hits, and Wise Photography, and the Susquenita. Drum majors, is your band ready? Blackhawk Band, you may take the field. But beware, you may not be alone.
some serious comedy today. It's beautiful. There you go, buddy. Yeah.
Can you run and get me a copy too, please?
How are you, man? Good to see you. How you been?
How's the family? The little one treating you well?
Good, man. She's coming. It'll be nice.
How old is she now?
She's turned 2. Good. It's fun age, man.
Yeah. I know last time I saw you had to do a date night for Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Well, so far so good.
That's it. Hey, are you just sleeping here for tomorrow? What? When we get you in bed? 'Cause I might let you here.
It's supposed to be nice tonight.
I don't know if Christine can flip-flop things in there. If she could flip-flop match time with the break time. So these are all in this area.
I got you.
Instead of going from here to here during the game. Oh, yeah. Feels like it's not 6 o'clock. We're going to be looking at the clock.
I was walking down and Barry was warming up out there. I said, "You gave them?" I said to my grandson, I said, "You gave them?"
So when you run those through, they automatically see the vote on it. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. At least that one did. What happens with the scoreboard?
You guys need a fucking fan up here.
I was just gonna say, we need that. We need that.
Might as well be out there in the stands with us. It could be worse. It could be 90-something degrees, too. This weather's
We do have heat. So that's one thing.
putting up clothes.
We last couple games.
Oh, yeah.
A little slow right now because everything's dead. I mowed yesterday. I did 3 yesterday.
Mine needs
One,
Mine needs
2 of them I mowed. Busy summer until first week of August. Everything's good for
Well, I'm not going to be on now.
Oh, that's right in. Okay, I got you. I'll straighten it out.
A fine performance there from the Susquenita High School Marching Band, and we are set and ready to go for Week 1 action. It is a Perry County matchup in eastern Perry County, home of the Susquenita Blackhawks. We are at McGuire's Ford Field at Blackhawks Stadium on the campus of Susquenita School District. You got the high school behind us, the middle school right down the road, and further down the road is the elementary school. It is a packed house here tonight, a gorgeous night here for Week 1 action of the PIAA football season. West Perry and Susquenita, both these teams didn't have a spectacular season by any means last year. The Mustangs for West Perry, they started out great, getting their first 4 wins on the year in 4 weeks, including an upset victory against Susquehanna Township a year ago. But after that, the injury bug really got to the West Perry Mustangs and losing their last 6 games in order. Going 4-6 a year ago for Susquenita. They went 2-8 a year ago, 2-6 out of Mid-Penn Conference Capital Division. West Perry, by the way, they also went 2-6 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. But the Blackhawks here at Susquenita High School, they lost their first 4 games before getting their first win on the year in Week 5 against their big Tri-Valley Perry County rivals, the Newport Buffaloes. That went into overtime. The Blackhawks went to win 29-26. Then 2 weeks later in Week 7, the Hawks defeated Halifax at home by a score of 23-6 in the Mid-Penn Conference Capital Division matchup. The last time Susquenita won their opening matchup was back in 2021 before the Ralph Reed versus West Perry renewed in 2022. Susquenita beat Line Mountain on the road back in 2021 for their first game of the year. 22-3 was the final of that one. Then they lost their next 3 openers in each season the last 3 years against the Mustangs. The last time that West Perry lost a Week 1 matchup was back in 2021, where they lost a tough one 34-24 on the road at Newfield against the Big Spring Bulldogs. But you want to talk about a streak that has been hanging on for a while, a losing streak for Susquenita against the West Perry Mustangs. The Mustangs, last time they lost to Susquenita was back in 2001. It was 26-7 victory for the Hawks on their home field back in 2001. Ever since then, the Mustangs have an 11-game winning streak against Susquenita. Schedule highlights for both teams. Well, pretty much compared to last year, it is the exact same schedule. The only difference is the venues of all the games for the next 10 Friday nights. for both West Prairie and Susquenita. Next week, West Prairie will be at home for the first time, and it will be the first time in quite some time for West Prairie to have back-to-back home games. We have not seen that in a while, but we will see that this year. In the next 2 weeks, in fact, West Prairie will be hosting the Bowling Springs Bubblers next week in their first responders game before hosting Upper Dauphin in week 3. Then you got a couple of big road matchups for West Prairie this season. In week 4, that will be on the road at Susquenita Township. The Indians will be looking to get some revenge on the Mustangs after West Prairie beat them a year ago in a massive upset victory for the Mustangs. They'll also be at East Pennsboro this year, back on week 6 to start the second half of the season. Then they'll be at Trinity, the Trinity Shamrocks. Last time that West Prairie and Trinity went head-to-head at Holco Field at Trinity High School in Camp Hill, it was a thrilling contest. We will be at Trinity at week 8, and then week 10, the regular season finale for the Mustangs, they will be on the road at Greencastle Antrim. Big home games for the Mustangs. Next 2 games will be at home against Bowling Springs and Upper Dauphin. In week 5 is the Hall of Fame game, and that will be the Middletown Blue Raiders coming to town over in Elliotsburg. Then week 7 is the homecoming football game, as they'll be taking on the Big Spring Bulldogs, and their senior night will be at week 9 as they take on Milton Hershey Trojans. That's got to be a fun senior night for sure, as Mustangs will be looking for a big win there for their seniors at week 9. For Susquenita, an identical schedule for them compared to last year. The only difference is the venue. Next week, Susquenita will be on the road for the first time at Mercersburg as they take on the James Buchanan Rockets. Other away games they'll have, weeks 4 and 5, they'll be on the road at Trinity and then at Newport, respectively. In week 6, they'll be at home against Juniata Indians. Week 3, Susquenita will have a non-conference matchup here at home against Camp Hill. In week 7, they'll be on the road at Halifax. And in week 8, they'll host Upper Dauphin. Week 9 will be their last away matchup as they'll be taking on the Steelton High Spire Steamrollers. That is at Steel High, just outside Harrisburg in Steelton, for a week 9 matchup. And then senior night for Susquenita will be the last game of the regular season as they'll be taking on Line Mountain in week 10. The West Prairie Mustangs are on the field. They're wearing all white uniforms with green stripes and a green Mustang on their helmets. West Prairie head coach is Bob Bowden, now in his 12th season as the West Prairie head football coach.
Chris always carries us. Oh, I don't know about that.
And we're soon going to be seeing the Susquenita Blackhawks take their home field for the first time. The last time that the Mustangs were here at home, the Mustangs were here at Susquenita High School, was the first ever football game in 2022 on an artificial turf. The Mustangs went on to win that one in 2022 by a score of 35-6. That game actually took 2 days to finish because of severe thunderstorms in the area, and then ultimately a big thunderstorm came roaring through, and the game got suspended until Saturday morning. Well, we cannot do that here this year, and the weather is absolutely gorgeous. Usually when we have football in late August, it tends to be a little bit on the humid side, but tonight is absolutely gorgeous. According to our friends over at the ABC 27 Weather Center, we are sitting pretty right now with clear skies, a few clouds up to our west here. But right now our game time temperature is sitting pretty at 80 degrees solid. Absolutely gorgeous. Low humidity of 47%. It feels like 81 degrees. Dew points at 58. Light wind, very light wind here, going 3 miles per hour south-southeast direction. And the weather is just going to get better as the night rolls on. By the time we're out here, we'll be in the low 70s. So it's going to be absolutely ideal conditions here tonight for Susquenita and West Prairie. Week 1 action here tonight. A lot's going to be different for West Prairie football this season. One of the things that you're looking at right now are new sites to look at future away games, not just for football, but for other programs as well this year, as we'll be at the site of my official YouTube channel, Before we were on Facebook the last couple of years doing away football games, but this year is a new home right here on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. I am Alex Wall, of course. Alex at Alex Wall PXP. We are patiently waiting for Susquenita. So as I was saying earlier, last time that West Prairie was here at Susquenita, it was the first game on our official turf. This year is almost identical story, and of course the turf is nothing new, but what is new here at Susquenita High School is the new video scoreboard they have here at McGuire's Ford Field. Of course, that went into effect last spring, but this is the first football game using that brand new scoreboard. And we have the guy right here to my right who is in charge of operating that video scoreboard. And also new this year for West Prairie football, we have a new stats guy here at West Prairie football. Devin Whitfield was our statistician for West Prairie football for the last few years. However, Devin Whitfield, we are very happy to announce for Devin that he is now the head coach for boys basketball over at Harrisburg Christian, and he got a new job there. You don't have a lot of time here, so now we have Derek Pahoski. Derek Pahoski is our new stats guy, and he'll be sure to pass along some stats as we go along here in the broadcast. And still patiently waiting for the Susquenita Blackhawks, and they are about to roar out onto the field, or should I say fly out on the field. The Blackhawks take the home field to open up the 2025 football season. We do have the marching band, the Susquenita marching band, just delivered a great performance before today's game. Susquenita, not a very big team by any means. It is a small roster, but you got to keep an eye on our quarterback here for Susquenita, Rex Wilson. Rex Wilson, a junior this year, 6'1", big, tall, skinny dude. And he'll look to get things rolling for Susquenita. It was a little bit of a down performance for him last year against the Mustangs. And the West Prairie Mustangs, their starting quarterback, we believe, is going to be Evan Chupa. Evan Chupa is a senior this year, a senior quarterback. You might be also looking at him, Fleischer, later on in this game. A year ago, the Mustangs defeated Susquenita 58-0. That was at Mustang Stadium, and all 58 points for the Mustangs were scored in the first half.
Special meeting as two of her grandsons take the field wearing the Blackhawk colors. Number 13, senior Andy Herrera, and number 2, sophomore Jacob Herrera.
So we gotta get the results of the coin toss here.
Proud the family is of them, not only for the athletes they are, but for the young men they have become, carrying forward their grandmother's legacy of strength, kindness, and perseverance. In honoring Susan's memory, may we all be reminded of the power of a life lived with love, humility, and dedication to others.
And so we'll be back to get things rolling here at McGuire's Ford Field at Susquenita. And we'll be set for our national anthem in just a moment. It's Susquenita football and West Prairie football, week 1 action.
Of our national anthem.
It's funny because the school hasn't played the national anthem today. They just enter each
We remind you that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned when respect is shown to all. Please let your good sportsmanship show during the game. Please allow the players to play, the coaches to coach, and the referees
And so we are set and ready. A non-conference matchup in the Mid-Penn Conference. Susquenita, they are going to kick this ball away. We're going to see the Mustangs getting the ball first. Susquenita out of the Mid-Penn Conference Capital Division. West Perry out of the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Two very tough divisions for both these teams. We are set, ready to go. The band is ready. The fans are ready. I'm ready. You're ready. We're all ready here at McGuire's Ford Field. First football game under that new name. Here we go with the kicker, Jacob Brown. Here we go, and we are underway. Here, no, we are not just yet. We have an early whistle here. And looks like we're going to have a redo on this one. I think there might have been a false start. Maybe the football just tipped over a little bit. The wind here, not a factor whatsoever. Light and comfortable here for the wind speeds. Yeah, looks like we're going to have a do-over. Now the two officials are getting together. Just outside of the 30-yard line. West Perry side. So it's funny, like I was saying, everybody was right here. Apparently the officials weren't either. I don't know about that, but here we go. The band is making a lot of noise here tonight. And now we are off and running. And here we go with the Mustangs. This is going to be an early take back here and going out. Just stop in front of the 30-yard line are the Mustangs, and we're going to see Evan Chupa. That was Quentin Palm on the return for the Mustangs. Jacob Brown there on the tackle, on the stop. So the ball is marked at the 31-yard line, and here we go with Evan Chupa. Evan Chupa is going to hand it off here, and this is going to be a early run here, and good pickup there. I was Caleb Bostek there with the early run here. He's going to pick up 4 yards here. It's going to make it 2nd and 6 early on. Susquenita cheerleaders cheering on, dancing to the band. Pretty good early run here for the Mustangs. A year ago, it was a big running game for the Mustangs. Brad Hockenberry now graduated. Oh, we're going to have a stoppage here. Offsides is going to be called here. That was Caden Sturgeon, number 51, jumping low backwards here, and it's going to be 2nd down and 11. Number 51, Caden Sturgeon, a senior, jumping off sides a little bit there. And now big run here up the middle and getting most of it back. Didn't quite see who it was, but it's a big gang there. It's 3rd down and short. It is a very short yard here, right at the 40-yard line. We got 4 wide here. 1 in the backfield here for him and Chupa. Chupa was a quarterback in this game a year ago, and right up the middle is the fullback. That is going to be number 11. Number 11, that is Evan Chupa actually taking the run himself.
Result of the play is a first down.
A big gain from the 40 up to the 48-yard line. A gain of 8 makes it first down for the Mustangs.
11's in the backfield on this.
It's actually Evan Chupa in the backfield here for the Mustangs. So the quarterback is wearing number 12. We're going to find out who that is. And wide open look, and there goes number 22. He is gone. Trent Hockenberry. That was Hayden Fleischer on the throw to Trent Hockenberry, and it's good for a West Prairie touchdown. An early strike here. 52 yards for the score. Oh, God, it's number 13. This is Drew Brandt going for a point after attempt.
Drew Brandt in to get the extra point.
Drew Brandt, a sophomore for the Mustangs. He's got the point after kick up, and it is good. An early strike for the Mustangs
Extra point is good.
with 9:42 to go.
West Perry 7, Susquenita 0.
And the Mustangs strike first, very quickly silencing the Susquenita crowd here. And you can't ask for a much better start than that. A quick drive, capped up with a 52-yard touchdown pass from Hayden Fleischer to Trent Hockenberry. There's something about Hockenberry's that just goes so fast. Last year he had that Hockenberry. Had himself an explosive game a year ago, explosive senior season.
13, yeah.
Number 4, Jacob Brown. Number 13, Andy Herrera. Back to receive
Touchdown pass.
for the Blackhawks.
Trent Hockenberry. Trent Hockenberry, a junior this year, rating number 22. And there we go, Drew Brown about to kick it away back to the Blackhawks. And a low line drive kick here. It's got to be picked up by number 4, Jacob Brown. Brown has some room, and he's got to get past the 30, and a big scrum here in the middle. That is Jacob Brown, a decent return here for the Hawks. And Susquenita will set up shop, first and 10 on the 32-yard line coming up here.
Down at the Blackhawk 32-yard line.
We're going to see the junior quarterback, Rex Wilson. Rex Wilson, a junior, 6'1", 165 pounds. Big, tall dude. There we go, Rex Wilson, first and 10, and no, we got to have a whistle blown here. And I think it's got to be against the Mustangs. I think somebody might have lined up offsides there on the snap. So, yeah, that's got to be a 5-yard penalty and giving half the yards. There, offsides on West Perry defense. One of the linemen was called offside on the snap. There you go. Here's a good snap and run. And no, this is Rex Wilson up the middle. And he went off to the left side. And he's got to get taken down very quickly here. Number 21 there for the Mustangs. That's Mason Sprecher. They're on the stop and losing a couple of yards, going backwards here. A loss of 3.
Brings up second down and 8.
So second and 8 now. Good start defensively for the Mustangs. Spying offside. So here we go. Second and 8 here. Wilson taking a snap. He's got to hand it off now. That was number 4, Jacob Brown. Jacob Brown,
Jacob Brown on the carry.
captain for Susquenita. Got to get a couple of yards back, but third and long coming up. Ultimately, it's got to be third down and 7. Ball spot at the 35-yard line. This is my 6th year broadcasting for West Bay Athletics. And now a little bit of jumping here on both sides. And it's going to be offsides again on West Perry. Fortunately, it was 3rd down and 7, but now you got a much more manageable 3rd down here. 3rd down and 2 now at the 40.
First up, 3rd down and 2.
Second offsides call on West Perry already. Cannot get into the habit of that. And whistle blowing here, and Coach Bob Ballin realizes
Timeout, West Perry.
about the early jumps here early on in the season. So West Perry's going to call their first timeout with 8:14 to go in the first quarter. A year ago, West Perry won their first 4 games, 58-0 on home against Susquenita in Week 1. Then in Week 2, it was a 44-21 victory on the road at Bowling Springs. And again on the road in Week 3 at Upper Dauphin. That was a 16-0 defensive clinic for both teams back in Week 3 a year ago. And then the big one, Susquenita Township was a big favorite against West Perry in Week 4 by the Mustangs. They turned around with a 31-14 victory in Week 4, which ultimately became the last win of the season for West Perry. They're trying to stop a 6-game losing streak to start the season here today. So here we go. 3rd down and 2 now after 2 offsides, and now more jumping here. I think this one's going to be on Susquenita this time. Look like number 7, Ian Cabezas, had a jump there, and it's a false start on Susquenita. So nice job there for West Perry after getting up and offsides. They get the 5 yards back, and now it's back to being 3rd and 7. There's Wilson. Wilson looking to throw, and he's going to find a receiver out of the middle, and there he goes. That's Andy Herrera. He had one last tackle, and he missed it, and it's a touchdown for the Hawks. 65 yards. And it's the first time that Susquenita has scored against the Mustangs in 2 years. Back in 2023, West Perry defeated Susquenita 45-22. And now Susquenita got to have a little trickery here, and this is not going to pay off well for Susquenita. They try to go for 2 instead of rather than tying it up. And with 8:02 to go, it is 6-7. Now, the first time that these two teams met since the COVID-19 pandemic was in 2022, where West Perry defeated Susquenita 35-6 in a game that took 2 days because it got suspended due to severe weather. But here, Susquenita getting on the board early. What almost looked like a good start, and then Andy Herrera was wide open down the middle, and he just took off, being one defender inside the 10-yard line.
Mason Sprecher and Adam Yoder back deep for the Mustangs.
So Mason Sprecher and Adam Yoder back deep for West Perry. Looking to return this kick. In each of the last 3 years for West Perry against Susquenita, there has been a kickoff return for a touchdown. So let's see if the Mustangs try to do it right here. This is a booming kick. And it's going to be taken just at the 10-yard line. And there goes a big hole, and there he goes. Just what we were talking about. He is off and running. One man to beat, and it's not going to be a touchdown, but a very solid return. That was Adam Yoder.
There is a penalty flag.
Hold on just a second. There's the penalty marker down on the other side of the 30. And we're going to see what this is. This might be coming back. If not, it's going to be 1st and goal coming up for the Mustangs. But we'll see. Crew chief is looking towards the Susquenita sideline. I think this is going to be on the Mustangs. It is indeed a holding on West Perry. So a long return goes for naught. So it's 10 yards from the spot of foul, and that's going to set the Mustangs up 1st and 10 on their own 20.
First down for West Perry on their own 20-yard line.
So a big break there for Susquenita. Now we're going to see Hayden Fleischer see if he can get anything going this time around. A long touchdown drive the last time, and now a quick handoff. No, a keeper here to Hayden Fleischer. And Fleischer's going to get up. Oh, no, that was actually Evan Chupa. A little bit of a switcheroo here for quarterbacks here. As Evan Chupa now is going to be the quarterback, it looks like, for West Perry. It's a 5-yard keeper for Evan Chupa. Second and 5 from the 25. Chupa, I formation here for the Mustangs. And Chupa once again going to keep himself, and the Susquenita didn't realize that, and it's going to be too late as they get a first down. Chupa there on a quarterback keeper. The secondary there for Susquenita did not realize that he was off and running. Luckily for Susquenita, somebody didn't notice that he had the ball. If they didn't, that could have been a long touchdown. That could have been 75 yards. But it's still a first down, going from 25 to the 41. So it's a gain of 15, officially. And Joe Harris, a handoff here. That was number 25 here for West Perry. And now they got to have a timeout here. There's a Susquenita player a little bit shaken up. That's number 75, Matt Wynn. Or, excuse me, no, that's number 76, Chase Miller, a little bit shaken up. Able to get up on his own power.
Second and 9.
It's a 1-yard gain for West Perry, so 2nd and 9. Hey, receiver in motion. He's going to get the handoff, and that's number 28, and still going up the sideline.
Number 28, Adam Yoder.
That was Adam Yoder there on the carry. And now Susquenita is going to call one timeout here. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining in the first half. 5:51 to go. So after a Susquenita timeout, it is 1st and 10. West Perry in enemy territory. A little bit of a motion here, and there's got to be a flag. It's got to be a false start, actually, against the Mustangs. Makes it 1st and 15. Earlier this week, I had a chance to talk to Caden Sturgeon, who was called on an offsides earlier in this game. And one thing that Caden Sturgeon told me what he loves to do when he's on offense or defensive line for that matter, he likes to talk to the other players. And Caden Sturgeon, he actually started his football career right here at Susquenita. Transferred to West Perry when he was in elementary school. That was Evan Chupa there on the carry. Getting all the yards back and more. A gain of 6 ultimately. Makes it 2nd down and 9 coming up. Yeah, like Caden Sturgeon, he likes to talk to the other players on the other side of the field when he's on the field and say he's on defense, he's talking to offensive lineman for Susquenita. He talks to him and says funny things like, "Hey, does a straw have one or two holes?" Try to get into the minds, and other teams they like to have fun with that. Our teams not so much. Here's the deep throw and open and just out of reach. Right there. That was Trent Hockenberry who scored the first touchdown for the Mustangs. And just a bit overthrown there from Evan Chupa. Now long third down coming up here for West Perry. So third down and 9 on a gorgeous night here at Susquenita High School. Opening week matchup. Step back and Chupa in motion. That was Hayden Fleischer about to deliver the pass or an option play there. But there's a flag as a false start against the Mustangs. So make it third down and even longer. Third down and 14. Early season jitters for the Mustangs. A couple of offsides defensively on Susquenita's first drive, and now a few false starts. Here, one timeout was taken already because of that. And now third and 14. There we go. This is Fleischer. Fleischer trying to keep himself and getting a hand on, and now the ball comes out, I believe. And recovered there. There might have been a fumble there, but ultimately it's a sack. A loss of 1. And now fourth down.
That brings up fourth down.
So fourth and long, the Mustangs are going to punt it for the first time. A year ago in this game at Mustang Stadium, Susquenita fumbled the ball 5 times and lost it 4 times. West Perry lost it 3 times, and now some trickery here, and this is not a smart decision whatsoever. That was number 12, Hayden Fleischer, who was looking to punt, trying to bring out low Marcus Craker action in the backfield on punting, but it does not work out, and Susquenita is going to have excellent field position here with 4:10 to go.
First down, Blackhawks.
So there we go with the Hawks. Blackhawks taking the ball at the Mustang 47-yard line. Rex Wilson, Jacob Brown moving to the backfield. Wilson looking to throw, and this pass intent for Andy Herrera falls incomplete.
For number 13, Andy Herrera.
So far, a fairly long first quarter here. As the Mustangs hanging on to a 1-point lead. Second and 10 after the incompletion. And now Brown going wide here, and empty backfield here for Wilson. And wide open is Andy Herrera. He's got to get more than enough for a first down. And Herrera, big pass down the middle.
First down, Blackhawks.
First and 10 here for Susquenita. Run the clock. There we go. First and 10 for Susquenita at the Mustang 29. There's Brown. Brown exploding up the middle. Sidestep up the middle and taken down. Touchdown, Susquenita. So now Susquenita is doing something very similar here, and it's a quick snap up the middle. Brown trying to explode down the middle for 2, and he will get it. 2-point conversion is good for Jacob Brown. That's the old octopus right there. Right, you.
What's that? Number 4. Brandon. 2 points? Yeah, number 4. Brandon Susquenita. Yeah, yep.
That's the old octopus when you score a touchdown and then you score 2. The same player doing both of those things. And it's now a touchdown lead, 14-7 with 3:44 to go. Ever since the rivalry renewed back in 2022, the most points that Susquenita has scored against the Mustangs was in 2023 when the Mustangs won 45-22. But now Susquenita in fantastic shape here early on to start this game, but still plenty of time for the Mustangs to get back into this one. Trying to snap a 6-game losing streak dating back to week 5 a year ago. Derek Paholski, right to my left here, our new statisticians guy. He said, this is hard. I was like, hey, it was hard my first time broadcasting too. This ball hops down. And that's Adam Yoder up the middle. He's got to get stopped short up to 30.
Adam Yoder on the kickoff return.
Adam Yoder, a few years for the last couple of years. Adam Yoder, a senior this year for Westbury. He's used to bringing back some kickoff returns. It looks like this year he's going to be that guy. A year ago it was Brad Hockenberry. Fortunately, he is no longer with the Westbury football Mustangs after graduating a year ago. Technically, just a couple of months ago, actually. There we go. This is Hayden Fleischer. Seems like Hayden Fleischer and Evan Chupa are going to get some quarterback sharing time here tonight. Trying to decide who is going to be the starting quarterback for the rest of the season. That was Evan Chupa there on the carry, getting a couple of yards, making 2nd and 7. There we go, Hayden Fleischer taking a stab, hands off to Chupa. Chupa has some room to run. He's going, and there he goes, a beautiful spin move, and he will go to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. Evan Chupa, 68 yards on the run. Fantastic stiff arms and last second spin move. And he takes it for 68 yards. And the Mustangs are right back in it. Here we go with Drew Brandt. Drew Brandt, the kicker. PAT is up. And it's good, but there is a flag, however.
There's a flag on the play.
And see what the call is here. It's offsides call against Susquenita. Westbury is going to decline that and take the extra point. Point after is good, so it's 14-all with 2:58 to go. Hey, this is a high-scoring first quarter here for both of these teams. And there's an excellent job of work here on both sides offensively. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on YouTube, the official YouTube channel of Alex Wall, a.k.a. the Go Empires of Westbury Athletics. So we have a good one here early on in our Week 1 matchup. Opening night here for Westbury and Susquenita. Pretty much the exact same schedules for both these teams compared to a year ago. The only difference is the location of each of the games. Like last year, Westbury hosted Susquenita, and Week 2 they were at Boiling Springs. Week 3 they were at Upper Dauphin. Well, this year is the exact opposite. And here we go. Quick catcher. That was Christian Boyer. Christian Boyer, a freshman for Susquenita, a key addition from PA Football News for Susquenita this season. He's expected to make a big impact. He takes it up to the 30-yard line where Susquenita will set up first and 10. West Prairie student section, West Prairie student body coming up strong here tonight. Having a green out every week. The West Prairie student section has a theme every single week, and tonight they're going with green. There we go, Rex Wilson. A quick handoff to Brown. Brown has been having himself a game. He might have a knee there before he got to the 35-yard line, but they are going to give him a good chunk of yards, 6 yards on the carry, up to 36. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Jacob Brown, a senior. One of 4 captains for Susquenita this season. The other captains include Rex Wilson, Andy Herrera, and Corey Warren. Second and 6 here for Susquenita, and West Prairie, they saw a low jump there, and it's going to be a flag, false start.
False start on the Blackhawks.
And it's a false start, so send them back 5 yards, make it 2nd and 9. So we have student section. Looks like they got a bit of a splatter fest going on here. They're all covered out in orange and black paint, and now here we go. And Jacob Brown going up. He's going to get stopped at 35, able to get some extra yards, very close to a first down. We'll see what the official spotted here. It's a gain of 8 officially, and marking it just short of the 40. That's the line of gain that Susquenita needs for a first down. So it's 3rd and short, 3rd and less than a yard. West Bay looking for a big stop here, but just a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Wilson hands off Brown. Brown wrapped up immediately by getting one final shove in the back and able to get the 1 yard he needs. Gets 2 of them, in fact.
First down, Blackhawks.
And it's a first down for Susquenita. Susquenita a year ago, 2-8. They started the season last year 0-4 before getting a thrilling overtime victory against their Perry County rivals, Newport Buffaloes. Now, here they are with their biggest rivals. They don't face each other very often because of being in different divisions in the Mid-Penn Conference, but our rivalry is still big here, and now we're going to have a flag here before the snap, and it's offsides again against the Mustangs. That's going to make it 1st and 5. That's already 4 offsides called against the Mustangs. They had 2 of them on their first drive defensively. There we go, 1st and 5 after the offsides. Cole Robinson in motion.
He was going forward.
And going forward there, that's got to be a false start.
Penalty flag on the play. False start.
That is going to be on Cole Robinson because he can't be he can't be in motion if he goes down to his left or to his right. But if you take a half a step forward before the snap, that's an off start. That's a false start there. So back to being 1st and 10 with 24 seconds to go. And now there's a handoff. Brown not going to get much up to the second down. That's going to wrap up the first quarter. An entertaining first quarter here. First 12 minutes. Susquenita thought about getting one more snap up, but they're not going to, as the time is going to run out here in the first quarter. 14 all after 12 minutes of game time here at McGuire's Ford Field. You are watching Susquenita versus West Perry on YouTube. We'll be back for the second quarter. Hey, it's Alex Wall. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? Well, the PIAA is in need of some officiating, not just in football, but for other sports as well. Field hockey, soccer, volleyball, wrestling, basketball, baseball, and softball. You name it, PIAA needs them. Go to PIAA.com, PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that's PIAA.org. We are back here for the start of the second quarter. The Hawks start second and 9 to start off the second quarter. They're looking for a quick pass. Pass intended for Andy Herrera. And it's going to fall incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 9 coming up. Tell you what, this summer flew by pretty quick. I mean, this is my 6th year broadcasting for West Prairie Athletics, and usually the summer can be a little slow at times, but this past summer, it flew by quick. Hope everyone had a fantastic summer as we are here at Susquenita High School, back to work here for West Prairie Broadcasting, right here on YouTube now. And now here we go, Rex Wilson. He's got a flight trouble. He's got to have a flip, and this is trouble here. Susquenita might be looking for a pass interference. He was looking for Jacob Robinson, but tripping up Robinson was number 28, Adam Yoder. That is now Susquenita was looking for a pass interference potentially. That would have been a first down if that was called. But instead, it's 4th down and 9. Susquenita's going to be forced to punt. First time Susquenita punting here tonight. And the Mustangs, they started up this game great, getting an opening touchdown drive. Massive pass from Evan Trupa to find Trent Herrera. There we go with Corey Warren. There's a high snap and able to boot it away. West Prairie not really pressuring. As Drew Brent was back deep, and this is a pretty good punt here for Susquenita. West Prairie's got to be set up right at the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the wildest stretch of games to start this season with in my entire career, anywhere. And I'm talking about 11 games in 8 days. I will be back here at Susquenita High School tomorrow for the 2025 Perry County Field Hockey Tournament. It is right here at Susquenita High School starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, where the Lady Blackhawks will be taking on the Newport Buffaloes at 9 o'clock, followed by West Prairie versus Newport, or West Prairie versus Greenwood. Timeout's going to be called here by the Mustangs before the first snap of the second quarter. Once again, the 2025 Perry County Field Hockey Tournament happens here at Blackhawks Stadium tomorrow. 9 o'clock, it will be Susquenita versus Newport. And at 10:30, it will be the defending PIAA state champions, West Perry Mustangs, also the 2-time defending Perry County champions. They'll be taking on the Greenwood Wildcats at 10:30. Followed by the consolation game after that at noon. Yeah, at 2 o'clock, it is the championship game. All 4 games are being broadcast live with yours truly on the call on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. Make sure you go all over to Facebook tomorrow morning for the 2025 Perry County Field Hockey Tournament. 4 games tomorrow right here at Susquenita High School. We are going to have a false start here on the Mustangs, so that is not a good way to start the first drive of the second quarter, especially after calling a timeout. You have a false start here, makes it first down and 15. And now some more movement here, but no flag is called. And going to get those 5 yards back. The lights are shining bright. That was Caleb Osbeck, the running back senior. We did not see him play a lot a year ago, but now he's getting some early reps against Susquenita. Week 1 action. Road test here for the Mustangs at Susquenita. They have been providing some offense here. 14-all here in the second quarter. After a gain 6 for Osbeck, it is 2nd and 9. Here we go with Hayden Fleischer. Fleischer have a shot and goes downfield. and finds Gannon Wilson. Seriously, that was Adam Yoder, actually. Number 28. And it's got to be third down, just short by a couple of yards.
How many to go?
Yes, third and 2. Thanks for the help.
Gain of 13 brings up third down.
And it's a gain, a big gain there of 7. And it's going to be third down and 2. My man in the backfield is going to give it to that man, and that's going to be Evan Chupa. And he squeezes by, and there he goes. Evan Chupa, go all the way, young man. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Number 11, Evan Chupa on the carry. 72 yards.
72 yards
For a West
for
Perry
Evan
touchdown.
Chupa. And it looked like the clock was not officially running there, as we got 10 minutes and 10 seconds on our scorebook that you see on the bottom of your screen. And we're going to have some time back on the board here as Brandt goes up with a point after, and it's good.
This extra point is good. Bringing
What
the
a
score
big
to
bounce back here, and the Mustangs get the lead back. 21-14 with 10:44 to go. Assistant coaches for West Prairie football this year include Bob Folk, Bob Darden, Nick Dillman, Russ Feeney, and Mitch Ritter. Volunteer assistant coaches include Kobe Page. He is our team photographer, if you will, here at West Prairie. And then it's Derek Boholsky right here to my left, our new stats guy, our statistician for West Prairie football this year. We go with Drew Brandt. Number 13, Andy Herrera, there on the receiving end to kick off. He's going to take off. He's getting past the 40. Going down, out of bounds, just past the 45-yard line. Andy Herrera. Good return there. And Susquenita's going to have first and 10 on their own 47-yard line.
first down, Blackhawks.
It's going to be one of those games where you're going to have a lot of long plays that ultimately ends up scoring in. That's Susquenita's longest return of the game so far on a kickoff. Here we go. Susquenita back down by 7. We're 5 Cole Robinson in motion. And now the ball comes out, and the Mustangs will have it. A fumble comes out, and West Prairie recovers the fumble.
Recovered by West Perry's number 28, Adam Yoder.
That was Adam Yoder getting the ball away from number 8, Rex Wilson, who was on the keeper. And the first turnover of the game ends up being first and 10 for the Mustangs on the Susquenita 41-yard line. That's a big stop there for West Prairie. A year ago at West Prairie, Susquenita gave up 5 fumbles, lost 4 of them. And now they lose their first one here tonight. And there we go with that's quarterback here for Hayden Fleischer.
Number 12,
Fleischer
Fleischer on the
going
keeper.
to get past the 40, make it up to the 39, maybe the 38-yard line. They spot at the 39. Second down cut for the Mustangs.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's officially a gain of 2. We are just getting started here in the second quarter. 2 minutes in. 10 minutes to go before halftime. Coming up on halftime, we'll see a performance from the 3-time defending state champions, West Prairie Marching Band. There we go with Hayden Fleischer. Fleischer looking to throw. He's going to find somebody, and it's picked off. Andy Herrera with the interception. And after giving up a fumble, Susquenita gets it right back with an INT. And it's 1st and 10 at the 30 for the Blackhawks. I believe Fleischer was looking for Trent Hockenberry, but they had 3 guys around him, made it rather easy for Andy Herrera, and now Susquenita has a chance to tie this game up. 1st and 10 on their own 30. Wilson hands it off. It's Brown. Brown off to the right, and he will go. There goes Jacob Brown, the senior, one man to beat. He will not get into the end zone. A touchdown-saving tackle for Trent Hockenberry, but it's a long gain, and it's 1st and goal, Susquenita. You want to talk about long plays, almost going a distance. You're going to see a few of those here tonight. First and 10, and there's past the 13. But there is a flag. Andy Herrera is in the end zone, but there is a penalty flag, however. It's a legal shift called against Susquenita, so no touchdown. And Susquenita coaches say, what was wrong with that? Susquenita coach is not happy about that call. It's 5 yards, 5-yard penalty. They were at the 3. Now they're at their own at the West Prairie 8. Under the lights here at Duncan, Susquenita High School, Eastern Perry County. And Hawks, 1st and goal from the 8. Wilson looking to throw under pressure, and that is a good call there. But no, there is a call. There is a flag here. That has got to be intentional grounding. I can imagine Rex Wilson was getting rid of the ball, and there was nobody to his right. He just got rid of the ball. That was Caden Sturgeon going up, trying to get the sack. That's got to be intentional grounding. It's got to send back even further for 1st and goal. And no, they are actually picking up the flag, as I believe they are recording this a sack potentially. So no flag because he was down. So officially it is a sack for Caden Sturgeon. And so it's 2nd and goal from the 18, a loss of 10 yards. And it's 2nd and goal. See number 21, Julian Boyer, the sophomore, in the backfield, 4 wide here for the Hawks. Wilson has to get rid of it. He's under heavy pressure, and he's going to kick a shot towards the end zone, and caught! Touchdown, Blackhawks! Jacob Robinson. A desperation throw, 1-on-1 down the corner of the end zone. And the Blackhawks are an extra point away from tying this game back up. Wow, what a throw. I mean, West Perry, they had the right idea. Number 60, Ira Lawfer, was out for running, trying to get to the quarterback, Wilson. But Wilson just took a shot down the field, and it's caught by Jacob Robinson. And Susquenita not going to go for 2 this time, as they'll go for an extra point, and it's up, and it is good. And with 8:18 to go. And we are not up at 21. Wow, what a game. If you want to talk about offensive explosions for both teams, you got to be happy with that. But for the defensive coordinators, for both teams. Not so much. There might be a little bit of a talk on both sides on the defensive side of the ball. 21 all. West Prairie was a favorite heading into this game, but not by much. And now Susquenita, well, they're trying to pull off an upset here early on, but still, 8:18 to go in the first half. That is an unbelievable game so far. Only 3 drives in this game have not resulted in a touchdown. 4 possessions not resulting in points. 1 punt for each team. A fumble on Susquenita and 1 interception on the Mustangs. But now, we are tied up at 21 apiece in a Perry County matchup. The finest that Perry County, Pennsylvania has to offer. Marching band and the Susquenita fan base making noise. And there we go with Yoder. Yoder exploding up the middle. And he's got to get past the 45 and knock down.
Kickoff returned by number 28, Adam Yoder.
Adam Yoder will be stopped at the 46-yard line here. Almost a big return there again. Almost getting the midfield stripe.
You guys want a water? You guys need some water? Sure. I got you. Everything good? Okay. Bring them up. Thank you.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 46. There we go with Fleischer. 1 man in the backfield, and he's going to give it off to that man up the middle. That's Evan Chupa. Chupa getting close to the first down, getting into Susquenita territory. Got to get up to the 45. 2nd down and short after a gain of 9.
Gain of 9.
So 2nd and 1 here for the Mustangs into Susquenita territory under 45. Chupa lay hand up to Chupa. Actually, that was handing Fleischer over to Chupa. He's got to get past the 40, more than enough for a first down.
Number 7, Jacob Robinson.
Jacob Robinson there on the stop.
First down, Mustangs.
And it's a first down from the 45 up to the 38. It's a gain of 7 on the carry. Mustang's rolling down the field right now, trying to get back in the lead as we approach the halfway mark of the 2nd quarter. Here's handoff to Chupa again. Chupa slipping by a couple of defenders, getting stopped short up of 30. I don't know if there's a DJ here tonight, but Susquenita Marching Band, they got us falling in love again with this sport. And what a game we have here. 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard gain for Chupa. Coming up by halftime, we'll see the defending 3-time state champions, West Perry Marching Band. West Perry Marching Band was 2nd overall a year ago in the national competition. So here we go with number 28. That is number 28, Alan Yoder up the sideline. He's going to go and he's going to score. Or no, he will not have stepped out of bounds. Alan Yoder getting into the end zone, but if side judge saying he stepped out of bounds inside the 5. And it's got to be 1st and goal for the Mustangs. And it's a 28-yard gain. Hey, Coach Bob Bowling giving lots of instructions on how they want to set up 1st and goal. First and goal for the Mustangs. And Fleischer Take the snap. He's got to hand it up to Chupa. Chupa will not get in there.
On the carry.
A good stop there for Jacob Robinson. And second and goal coming up after no gain.
No gain on the play.
It's a no gain there, staying put at a 3-yard line. Second and goal. And now a timeout. A whistle here is timeout. It's going to be called by Susquenita defense. With 5:44 to go. Coming up on the halftime report, we'll hear from the three-time defending state champions and national runner-up West Prairie Marching Band, as well as the color guard. And we'll also, and we'll also take a look at some other scores from around the area. Newport Buffalo's in action tonight. We'll also take a look at some key matchups within the Mid-Penn Conference and surrounding areas. Maybe some first half stats from our new stats guy, Derek Boholski. All that and more coming up on the Onyx Wall PXP halftime report. Second and goal here after the Susquenita timeout. They have one. Each team actually has one remaining now. And there we go with a direct snap and a pile up right in front of the goal line. That was him and Chupa. They're on the carry. The entire defensive line, the entire defensive unit pretty for Susquenita getting the stop. It's a gang of one, so it's third and goal from the 2. Third down and goal from the 2.
Really great from about the 20 to the 20.
As the trains roll by here, Norfolk Southern Railroad's right on the other side of the street from us. There we go, third and goal. Fleischer taking himself, he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Hayden Fleischer, 2-yard keeper for a West Prairie touchdown. And just under 5 minutes remain before halftime. Drew Brandt going for the point after. Low snap by Drew Brandt, able to get it back up, and the extra point is good. 28-21 for the Mustangs in a back-and-forth Perry County football matchup here on a big Perry County sports weekend here at Susquenita High School. 28-21 with 4:53 to go. Before a year ago for the West Prairie football Mustangs, they were one of the best football teams in all of District 3. Before last year, in each of the last 2 seasons before a year ago, Mustangs made it to the PIAA District 3 AAA championship game, losing both times to a very tough Wild Missing team on the road for the Mustangs. West Prairie, they have really turned themselves around as a program. Of course, the injury bug did a lot of damage for the Mustangs a year ago, but they're looking to get back in it here and trying to stop a 6-game losing streak heading into this game.
Kickoff down by number 10, Noah Griffin.
Noah Griffin there taking the kickoff and not returning it, just getting down at the 30-yard line. For Susquenita will have 1st and 10 before what they wanted to go before halftime. So Susquenita's Rex Wilson, a junior. The tallest player on the Susquenita team is right number 74, Jackson Anthony, offensive lineman. Stands at 6'3". So here we go with Rex Wilson here. Jacob Brown in motion. 5 wide here for Susquenita. Empty backfield here for Wilson. Wilson under pressure. Kane Sturgeon able to get to him. And they're saying it's going to fall incomplete.
Wilson's pass incomplete, intended for number 5.
That was Cole Robinson, the intended target. Kane Sturgeon was right up in Rex Wilson's face. And one thing what Kane Sturgeon told me earlier this week is that he can get to Rex Wilson a lot in this game. But I think for Rex Wilson, the IQ, the football IQ for Rex Wilson is incredible. Because, yeah, he was called for, or not called for intentional ground. He almost was, but it was ruled a sack. But he's able to get the ball away right before he takes the sack. And now here's the throw, and there's going to be a flag on the end of this one. Andy Herrera there was wide open, but there is a flag in the secondary, so we'll see what this is. I think this one is coming back as the officials are looking towards the West Prairie sideline. A really big crowd here tonight, which is awesome to see. And it's a legal man downfield for Susquenita. So one incompletion and a legal man downfield, it's a 5-yard penalty. We'll make it 2nd down and 15. Sun is setting down here in beautiful Perry County on the eastern side, right next to the Susquehanna River. And now here we go with a handoff, exploding up the middle. A little bit of a slow start there for Jacob Brown, but able to explode once he got past the lines. A lot of running backs, they do that nowadays in high school football, where you take a little bit of a slow start so you can find a hole, and then you take off on full sprint. I mean, it's pretty impressive how they do it. Like before, back in my high school days, you just get the ball and then you take off right away. There's no slowing down. Either you have the ball or you don't. And unfortunately, a lot of times back then, when you take off full sprint right away, you tend to lose sight of the ball. There you go. 3rd down and long, 3rd and 11 after a 4-yard gain. A deep pass, and that's going to be knocked down. That was intended for Andy Herrera, and now we have a player down for the Mustangs. And the West Prairie team on the field taking a knee, and that looks to be number 22, Trent Hockenberry. On the sideline, Coach Bob Bowden, after lecturing for the Mustangs, Zach Rudy. Taking a look at the injured player. Can't really confirm on who it is just yet. I think it's number 22, but I could be wrong on that, but we'll let you know. 3.5 minutes to go here before halftime. It's 4th down now. 3.5 minutes to go. And I was right on the right originally. It was 22, Trey Hockenberry. Able to get up, however. Took a hard fall there past midfield. But it's 4th and long now, and Susquehanna is going to be forced to punt here. As if they decided to do a little bit of a trickery here. And go whistles there. I don't know what the whistle was about, but we are still going here. 4th down for Susquehanna. They're going to punt. Corey Warren going to punt here for the Hawks. Back deep is Drew Brandt. Gotta be careful here, and there the punter goes down. And now the ball is touched there by Drew Brandt at the 35.
Punt fielded by number 13.
And surprisingly, there's no flag going away. Now there is no flag on just outside the 50-yard line. I don't think this is going to be roughing the kicker. But there could be a holding here. It is a holding against the receiving Mustangs. The flag is marked on the Mustangs' 49-yard line. They will walk him back I believe it's 10 yards, but it's not going to be from the spot of foul. It's going to be from where the return ended. Or no, they did. So they're just going to leave the ball exactly where it is. I was going to say they have to move it back. Where the spot of foul was, it's 10 yards back. And it's got to be first and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 25. So here we go. That's and Fleischer. And Fleischer go off the middle, I believe. And no, that's Devin Chupa, excuse me. Getting up a couple of yards.
Number 28, Adam Yoder on the carry.
Oh, that was Adam Yoder actually on the carry.
Jacob Robinson in on the tackle.
Yeah, Rob. It's called Robinson there on the stop. It's getting a free there for. Getting a free here, so this is going to be 2nd and 7. Back and forth here. Number 10 coming to the game. That's Mason Page. Mason Page coming in for the game. And now an option here, and this backwards pass here to Hockenberry. Hockenberry got to get up to the 3-yard line, but there's a penalty here.
There is a penalty flag on the play.
First time seeing Mason Page. And on the field, Mason Page, a sophomore. Or excuse me, he is a freshman for the Mustangs.
Holding on the
As
offense.
a holding on West Perry. So it's 10 yards from the spot. And it will be 2nd and long from the 20. 2nd and 17 officially. Here's Fleischer looking to throw. Fleischer under pressure. He's got to get wrapped up, but he's got to get a couple of yards on the keeper. He was looking for somebody downfield. Two minutes to go here in the first half. And an entertaining ball game here. Let's play up by 7. And timeout's got to be called here. Or no, excuse me, an injury timeout here for an injured player. Down on the field outside the 40. That's number 13 for Susquenita, Andy Herrera. I don't think this is a contact injury here. But Andy Herrera down on the field with a minute 52 seconds to go. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for football? Now's your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that's PIAA.org. My 6th year as a sports broadcaster officially kicks off tonight with 8 games, or excuse me, I take that back, 11 games in 8 days. Now, I will be back right here at Blackhawk Stadium tomorrow for 2025 Perry County Field Hockey Tournament being broadcast live on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. 4 games right here at Susquenita tomorrow in the most competitive and toughest Perry County tournament in any sport to win. West Perry Mustangs will be here tomorrow against the Greenwood Wildcats. West Perry Mustangs, the defending PIAA state champions and 2-time defending county champions. Okay, here we go. And 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. A short pass here. Adam Yoder fends off one defender. Being in major trouble, but he's got to get a good chunk of yardage. Adam Yoder there getting close to the first down marker. But hold on, there is a penalty marker here once again. I believe this one might be coming back. It was 3rd down and 12, but Susquenita has a decision to make. Do they want to push him back, or do they want to take a 4th down? And it looks like Susquenita's going to take this penalty. It's a legal block in the back on the Mustangs. So instead of taking 4th down, they're going to push the Mustangs back even further for a longer 3rd down attempt. And pushing it back to the 15-yard line. It's 3rd down and forever. 3rd down and 20. From the 15, they need to get the ball to the 35. As we approach 1 man left, and a quick handoff here. That's number 11, Evan Chupa. He's got to get up to the 25, but not the 35 where he needed to be. Susquenita does have 1 timeout left. That's right, the final minute. Jacob Brown there on the stop. So it's 4th and 10. That's past the decision make, but now, as expected, Susquenita is going to call a timeout with 34 seconds remaining in the first half. Go food trucks here tonight at Susquenita High School. Also got the Black Hawk mascot here with us tonight. I haven't seen the Mustang on the other side of the field from where we are. Susquenita Blackhawks cheerleaders, a big squad for Susquenita this season. It almost looks like they have almost as many cheerleaders as they do football players here this season. It's fairly close. But here we go, 4th and 10. West Price going to punt for the 2nd time in this one. Drew Brandt going to punt it away, hopefully this time. And the punt is away. And that is number 13, Andy Herrera, trying to get a return out of this. And with 25 seconds left, let's see what Susquenita wants to do here. Now, Susquenita, they do get the ball to start the 2nd half. Well, we'll see if they want to tie up right here and potentially take the lead in the 3rd quarter. Well, we'll see what Susquenita wants to do here. If I was Susquenita, I would take a shot right here. I would take a big shot down the field and see what I can get. It's better to get some points than none at all when you're trailing at halftime. But it's only a 1-possession game. Here we go with Rex Wilson. Wilson, he's got to look for a deep shot here. And reach over here, that's number 25, Landon Wilson. And the ball was loose, and the Mustangs will take it back. Touchdown, Mustangs. But hold it, there is a penalty marker, a couple penalty markers here. One at the line of scrimmage and another one on the return. There's 2 penalty markers here. But we'll see what this results in. So we got 11 seconds to go. I believe there are 2 different fouls here. One is at the line of scrimmage. The other one is during the return. Number 14 was on a return. That was Marshall Eder. On the return. And we got a couple of West Prairie players down on the field. Looks like cramping is an issue here. And this seems to be a trend in high school football, or really any for that matter, way to start early. So a legal player downfield of Susquenita, that penalty is declined. And both fouls are going to be on Susquenita. So West Prairie is going to have the ball. I think it was illegal blocking it back on a return for Susquenita. And so West Prairie is going to have the ball It's not going to be a touchdown, but
No, but I think the interception counts.
yeah, the interception definitely counts. But I don't think this is going to be a touchdown.
The first one was declined. Figured the second one had to be at least like 2.
Didn't see the numbers of who the cramping players are for West Perry. Well, still got one player down. There's some cramping issues here. Yeah, that seems to be a trend in early season football. Man, cramping is an issue. Like usually in week 1 of the high school football season here in Pennsylvania, it tends to be very hot. But we are in the 70s.
Susquenita, they were declined.
There was a blocking in the back against West Perry.
Or no, there was one foul on West Perry there, blocking the back. So blocking the back will prevent the touchdown.
And a block in the back penalty against West Terry that was accepted. First down Mustangs and the Blackhawk 25.
So the Mustangs will have first and 10. They're going to try to get some points in the late stages before halftime. And they're going to have a shot at this. Maybe 11 seconds to go on the Susquenita 25-yard line. We'll see what Hank Fisher wants to do here. But I want to take a shot, Trent Hagenberry over to the right. And here we go. You got to take a shot here. You got to take a quick timeout if you're running. And no, there's a flag coming. And the clock will stop with 1.7 seconds remaining. There are a couple of penalty markers here. I think this is going to be on West Perry. There's Athena holding against the Mustangs. So now West Perry has a decision to make. Do they want to take a shot down the field and look for 6 more points, or do they take a long field goal? West Perry is going to take their last time out here and decide what they want to do here before halftime.
Here we go again with these goofy referees changing the clock. What's he doing?
He wants the clock.
2.3. 2, 3. 2, 3.
So they're going to add some time back on the clock. It's going to be 2.3 seconds remaining.
That's ridiculous. This guy realized that he was 0.6 seconds off. It's just
So let's see. It looks like the Mustangs are going to try to take a shot at this with 2.6 seconds remaining. 2.3, excuse me. This is a tough call. All right, I understand it's a long field goal potentially for Drew Brandt. But the Mustangs, well, here's the reason why we forgot about the penalty. So the penalty is going to set the Mustangs back out of field goal range. So, yeah, you have to take a shot here. Now, you don't necessarily have to. You have the lead. So you can take a shot or just run out the clock. So here we go. This will end the first half, and Jupa with a shot and reach over here, and that's going to fall incomplete. Fisher looking for Evan Jupa there at the end, and that's going to take us to halftime. Cole Robinson there on the stop defensively, and we are going to halftime. The West Perry Mustangs have a 7-point lead. This is a totally different game compared to a year ago when the Mustangs were up 58 to nothing at halftime, which ultimately was the final score a year ago. Now it's 28-21, and we have reached halftime here at Susquenita High School. What a game we got here at McGuire's Ford Field at Blackhawk Stadium at Susquenita School District. We'll be back for the halftime performance from the 3-time defending PIAA state champions, or U.S. Band state champions, West Perry Marching Band and Color Guard. Enjoy it right here as we reach halftime. Your score at halftime.
Hey, that's the best bank there is around.
Score at halftime, Susquenita 21, West Perry 28.
just said I don't know. Mallory had her rifle the entire time, but where is it? Where's Mallory? There she is. Go Mallory! Who's your niece? Dad, Dad, who's your niece? Who's your niece? Hi, Brett. Hi, Ben.
Never mind yourself.
Hi. Brian said hi again. Yeah, I know.
I got my own loops. Appreciate that.
I'm hugging the wall.
Doctor said I got ADHD.
I don't know what ADD is, but I know I got 80 of them. That joke is everywhere.
That joke's over.
What the heck? Hey, it's just here. Slow to go.
She had a running start. She came up, she jumped, and hit me right here. Oh my god. Yeah, usually she catches herself right on the and like, twists it. Like, maybe a brain cell. Bouncing around. That's about it. She's definitely the hardest dog I've ever had. That's like, she's food motivated, but she don't cross
I
paths.
saw Alyssa pulling out.
Like, I
I
have
go,
like
"Hi, Alyssa."
sit.
Get out, meet me, got it.
great halftime performance for the three-time defending state champions from West Prairie High School. They finished first runner-up in the national competition at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford a year ago. 2 years ago, they were the national champions. And last year, they finished second place in that national competition. Overall, the West Prairie Marching Band, under direction 27 years now for Matthew Weisman, music director, music teacher at West Prairie High School. This band has done unbelievable things in the last few years. Don't be fooled by the small size of the band. They are incredible. You just saw it firsthand right here at Susquenita High School. They will be at home next week along with the West Prairie football Mustangs, as well as the cheerleaders for their home opener next week as they take on the Bowling Springs Bubblers for the first responders game. See a couple of comments we have here on our broadcast here on the official Facebook page of the sports broadcaster at West Prairie, Alex Walt. I am of course Alex Walt. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a couple of comments here. A longtime fan of mine, Dolores, saying, "Glad to hear you, Alex. Hope West Prairie has a great game." Well, so far they are. And of course, Ryan Miller, another longtime West Prairie football fan, said, "Glad to hear you, Alex. Thank you for everything you do." You are welcome, buddy. Ryan, goodbye. We went to West Prairie together, me and him. So, great guy. He goes to all the football games and he tunes in whenever he's unable to. But it's great to have you all follow along. We have some halftime scores from around the area. The Newport Buffaloes are at home tonight against Juniata Valley. And right now in the second quarter, late in the second quarter, Juniata Valley has a 13-3 lead against Newport. Juniata at halftime, they are on the road tonight and they are leading Stevens Grove, the Seals, by a score 18-7 at halftime. Also at halftime, the Camp Hill Lions are at home against a very tough Lancaster Catholic team, and right now the Crusaders are up 23-7 at the half against Camp Hill. In the second quarter, late in the second quarter at Susquenita Township tonight, they are hosting the Southwestern Mustangs. Susquenita Township is currently having a shutout in the second quarter, 28-0. A close one down towards the Mason-Dixon line, Waynesboro and Greencastle Antrim. And right now the Blue Devils have a 2-point lead, 14-12, already in the third quarter down there just north of the Mason-Dixon line. Bowling Springs, West Prairie's next opponent, is up in the third quarter on the road at Littlestown. Bowling Springs, the Bubblers, up 21-7 against Littlestown. At halftime, the Kingsburg Wildcats having a dominant performance on the road down Route 74 on the other side of Perry County, down towards Route 74, as Mechanicsburg has a 31-7 lead at Carlisle. A big rivalry here in the third quarter. Redland and Cedar Cliff, the Patriots from Redland High School, currently have a 14-7 lead against the Cedar Cliff Colts in the third quarter. Next three scores are all currently just about to reach halftime. Cedar Crest and Lower Dolphin, low-scoring affair here at Lower Dolphin. Cedar Crest has a 6-0 lead against the Falcons. The Northern York Polar Bears are at home tonight against Spring Grove, and right now the Rockets from Spring Grove High School has a 12-0 lead late in the second quarter. And our last score to report, the Mifflin County Huskies having a historic game tonight. They have a brand new football stadium there at Mifflin County High School in Lewistown, and they are taking on a long-time rival, the Central Mountain Wildcats out of Mill Hall, Lockhaven area, and Mifflin County currently up in the second quarter against the Central Mountain Wildcats, 21-0. And those are your scores from around the area. And we are about to reach the end of the halftime timeout here, as we got just under 90 seconds to go before halftime, before the start of the third quarter. And we have a good one right here of all the scores that I just announced here, except maybe for Greencastle Antrim and Waynesboro score. We have a high-scoring game here. It's actually the highest-scoring game in the area right now, as the West Prairie Mustangs have a 28-21 lead against Susquenita. Susquenita does get the ball first. to start the second half. And we'll be back for a second half in just over a minute. You are watching Let's Play Football versus Susquenita on the official YouTube channel of Alex Wall, PXP. We'll be back for the start of the second half. So we've been given 3 extra minutes to get rolling here before halftime. But Susquenita doesn't look like they're waiting around. They are ready to go. I can't imagine what the halftime locker room talks were for both teams. Offensively, you got to be excited for both teams, but defensively, not so much. The Mustangs have a 28-21 lead at the start of
Ladies and gentlemen,
third quarter.
50-50 ticket number
Somebody's about to get a little bit of money from the 50-50 raffle tickets.
150-338.
Hey, that's me. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't buy a 50-50. I usually do, but I didn't today. But yeah, so here we go. Doesn't look like they're waiting around. They are ready to go here for the start of third quarter. 11 games in 8 days, and it continues tomorrow with the 2025 PIAA Field Hockey Tournament. 9 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow morning. Susquenita versus Newport. At 10:30. At 10:30 is the West Plain Mustangs taking on the Greenwood Wildcats. Consolation game afterwards. After that, and at around 2 o'clock is the PIAA Championship game.
Oh, I think it is.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I borrowed that. But yeah, and then next week, all on Huddle TV. Starting on Monday is our first broadcast on Huddle TV this season. It will be West Prairie Girls Volleyball as they will be taking on Bermudian Springs Eagles. Then on Tuesday night is a home opener for West Prairie Boys Soccer as they will be taking on the Bowling Springs Bubblers. Now on Wednesday night, the defending state champions West Prairie Field Hockey Mustangs will be having their home opener on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock as they take on the Central Dauphin East Panthers in a non-conference match in a mid-pen Colonial Division matchup. Thursday night, it will be West Prairie Girls Soccer home opener as they take on the Gettysburg Warriors. Next Friday, 1 week from tonight, we'll be at home for a home opener for West Prairie football as they take on the Bowling Springs Bubblers, 7 o'clock next Friday night. And then Saturday morning, 1 week from tomorrow morning, West Prairie Girls Soccer are back at home for the second time as they host the Juniata Indians in a non-conference matchup 10 a.m. Saturday morning. 1 week from tomorrow. That's all we got to start West Prairie Broadcasting this season, this year. 11 games in 8 days. Nothing on Sunday. Well, that's gonna be a day where I get a lot of sleep for sure. A lot of resting time for the pipes for sure. Here we go with the start of the third quarter. Susquenita's got to get the ball first. And we are underway here, and this ball's going to be taken just short of the 10-yard line for Brown. He's got to take a leap and get close to the 20-yard line.
Noah Griffin.
That was Noah Griffin, actually, on the return. He gets it up to the 20-yard line where Susquenita, down by a touchdown, was set up 1st and 10.
First 10 Blackhawks at their 20-yard line.
Here we go, Rex Wilson. You gotta imagine what the halftime locker room talk was like for Susquenita. And so here we go. Rex Wilson takes a stab. He's got to take a shot, and that's going to fall incomplete.
Intended for number 5, Cole Robinson.
Cole Robinson up the middle. Good defensive pressure stop by Trent Hockenberry. 2nd and 10. Trying to get a little play action going on there for Susquenita, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on YouTube. I am Alex Wall, here for night 1 of the 2025 football season. Night 1 of the high school sports season in general. And here we go with a handoff, exploring of a keeper here for Rex Wilson. And he's going to go out of bounds.
Number 8, Rex Wilson.
Rex Wilson there on the keeper. It's getting up to 28, so 3rd down and 2 coming up. 8-yard gain on the keeper for Wilson.
8-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So this is a big 3rd down play coming up here as we're officially under the lights. The sun has set down. A big crowd here at Blackhawk Stadium, and timeout called early on. We saw this in the first half, an early timeout for the Mustangs, but now an early timeout in the second half for Susquenita, looking to see what they can do on this 3rd down attempt coming up. Once again, the 2025 Perry County Field Hockey Tournament, the most competitive and toughest county tournament in the state of Pennsylvania to win, goes down here at McGuire's Ford Field tomorrow morning here at Susquenita High School, as we'll have all 4 games, 2 semifinals, 1 consolation game, and then, of course, the championship, all going down, and it's being broadcast live with yours truly on the call tomorrow morning, starting at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, as all going to be on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. All 4 games. It's going to be an exciting day here tomorrow for field hockey. But tonight is a very exciting night for West Perry and Susquenita football. After a timeout, 3rd and 2. Wilson under pressure. He's going to lay one up, and it's going to fall just short of Jacob Brown. And that is a good blitz for the Mustangs, and getting the stop. 4th down for Susquenita. At this point a year ago, West Perry was up by 58. 58 to nothing. And a good point here, just said by our new statistician for West Prairie football, Derek Boholski, saying they might want to try to go for an offsides here. West Prairie has been called on that a few times in the first half, a few times too many. But no offsides here, and a ball almost blocked. And it might have been tipped, but a good punt here for Susquenita. And it's going to be marked down at the 34-yard line. Dude, that ball was dangerously close to being blocked. Could have easily been a touchdown. A year ago at Mustang Stadium,
has been found underneath the home side bleachers
If it is yours, please
So there we
report
go
to
at
the press
10:47. The Mustangs gain the ball for the first time in the second half.
We are going through your photos now.
Up by 7.
We are going through your photos now.
There we go. Handoff here. This is Chupa. And Chupa's got to get 2, maybe 3 yards on the carry.
Number 34.
Ball spot at the 37-yard line, so it's a gain of 3. Floyd Stump. They're on the stop for Susquenita. First time mentioning his name in the broadcast. And 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard gain for Evan Chupa. Evan Chupa, Hayden Fleischer taking turns of throwing the ball and also running the ball. Looks like they're going to stick with Fleischer. Fleischer looking to throw. He's a low throw here, and it's going to fall incomplete. Pass was intended for number 22, Trent Hockenberry.
Number 28, Adam Yoder.
Oh, excuse me, 28, Adam Yoder.
Number 13, Andy Herrera.
Andy Herrera, he's been having himself a good game on both sides of the field, offensively and defensively. He even had a long touchdown pass. And so 3rd down and 7 coming up. A year ago, if West Prairie kept their stars hanging in the second half, they might have smashed an all-time points breaker in a single game. They did that a couple of years ago for a homecoming game against Boiling Springs. But here we go with Fleischer. Fleischer has got to take it himself. He's got to cross to 50, I believe.
Fleischer on the keeper.
Fleischer will get up right to the 50-yard line. That's 1st and 10 after a long run for Hayden Fleischer on the keeper.
13-yard gain on the play.
Which will lead us to gain of 13 as 1st and 10 right at the 50. You know, football season has always been amazing in no matter what level it is. Like, especially when it comes to scheduling. Like, this week, you got high school football coming back. Next week, college football comes back. And then 2 weeks, it's the NFL football season. And now we got a run here. Now it's Evan Chupa on the carry. And something about the NFL schedule this year is just driving me nuts. The opening game for the defending Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles. Their first game, of course, is at home on first night, but it's against the Dallas Cowboys, their biggest rivals. I mean, those two teams are used to facing each other either in the middle or towards the end of the season. Never in the first game. It's incredible. September 4th, mark your calendars. Cowboys, Eagles, opening night in the NFL season. And now here we go with a run up the middle. And that's Chupa again. And he got to have a nice explosive run here. He needed 4, but he got more than enough for a first down. 1st and 10, Mustangs.
Result of the play is a 1st down.
For pretty much this entire game, neither one of these teams has gone up by more than 2 scores. But now the Mustangs are looking to do just that. 1st and 10 from the Susquenita 34. And now there's a run. That's 28, Adam Yoder. He's got to get past the 30 and he got to get stopped up by Cole Robinson and Jacob Brown as well. Pretty good game there. Game of 7 up to the 28. Second and 4 coming up. 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 on the play.
Now some motions here and some turnarounds here defensively. And now Fleischer is in the moment, and there's a catch. And Drew Brand had a touchdown, but not second catch. Drew Brand there on the receiving end, his first catch today. But touchdown-saving tackle there by Susquenita prevents the touchdown, and it's now 1st and goal. That's a big stop there. Drew Brandt was 2 yards away from scoring his first touchdown this season. But now 1st and goal from the 2. Westbury trying to go up by 2 possessions for the first time. 1st and goal. Fleischer. He hits off to Chupa. No, he's got to keep it himself. He's got to have a last-second reach. Westbury says he's in. What did the officials say?
Fleischer on the keeper gets into
Touchdown,
the
Mustangs.
to convert the 2-point conversion. Touchdown, West Perry.
A little bit of a blooper here. The public address announcer just said that was a 2-point conversion, but nope. If you want to go for 2, you got to get a touchdown first, and that's exactly what the Mustangs just got, as they're now up by 2 possessions. Now Drew Brandt, 2-yard carry for Fleischer. Drew Brandt, point after, and it is good.
Brandt's extra point is good, bringing the score.
Drew Brandt, 5 for 5
Susquenita 21.
for the extra point. And that makes the score 35-21 with 7:12 left to go. That's big for the Mustangs. It was back and forth the entire game. You get the stop to defensively to start the second half. Now you take your first drive and you turn it into 6, a 2-yard run for Fleischer on the quarterback keeper. Remember what's at stake. The Mustangs are looking for their first win since week 4 a year ago. They are currently on a 6-game losing streak heading into this game. While Susquenita, they're looking for their first opening week win since 2021, where they defeated Line Mountain on the road, 22-3. But it's still a high-scoring game here under lights. Gorgeous weather here tonight. And now a bit of a squib kick here from Drew Brandt. Got to be 10 by number 13, Andy Herrera. And now the ball is loose. A fumble here. Who has it? I think Susquenita might have recovered that one, but we'll see what the officials say. And yes, it is recovered by Susquenita. That was the second fumble. By this time it was recovered. They lost their first one. And then a couple plays there after that lost fumble, West Perry threw an interception.
First down, Blackhawks.
But now Susquenita will have 1st and 10 from their own 37. Here with Rex Wilson. Wilson got a hand off and wrapped up immediately. Is Jacob Brown.
Number 4, Jacob Brown on the carry.
Oh, it's Adam Yoder all over it. Oh, correction. Try and find Landon Wilson.
4 on the play.
And it's a loss of 4 on the run, so 2nd and 14. Good read there for Wilson. Second and 14 after a loss of 4. And now whistle here, a flag.
Flag on the play.
And that's got to be on Susquenita. It's got to be a false start. So negative 4-yard run, and now add 5 yards on the false start. Makes it 2nd and 19. Of course, Penn State football comes back next Saturday. Non-conference matchup against Nevada. The Wolfpack coming to Happy Valley next Saturday. And here is Jacob Brown. Brown had himself a good first half. A couple of long runs, a couple of touchdowns even. Here he gets a couple of yards back from the false start, but still it's got to be a long 3rd down conversion coming out for the Susquenita Blackhawks. Susquenita cheerleaders, along with some little Susquenita cheerleaders, making some noise, trying to pump up this Susquenita crowd as they're down by 2 possessions now, 35-21. And this is a quick third quarter here, and Wilson in trouble. He's got to get wrapped up for a sack.
Wilson tackled in the backfield.
West Prairie football, not a big sacking team. But they get to Rex Wilson here. And that was third down and lost a couple yards. It's not going to be 4th and 15, but it's 4th down either way. So it's got a punt down by 2 possessions. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Very quick third quarter. And this ball almost blocked. Marshall Redder was trying to get that one. And that is Drew Brand signaling for the fair catch.
By West Perry's number 13, Drew Brandt.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 for West Prairie on their own 37-yard line. Drew Brand, a big return man for West Prairie this season. It looks like he's played a little bit a year ago as a freshman. And here he's getting more playing time and rightfully earned. Almost scored a touchdown in the last drive, too, before being stopped at the 2-yard line. So there we go. West Prairie Mustangs up by 2 possessions. And 4:42 to go in the third quarter. And here's a throw, and it's got to be caught by number 14, Marshall Eder. And it's not going to be enough for a first down, but good first down passing play. It's got to be good for 7 yards, and it's got to be 2nd and 3. Excuse me, ball 6, and just saw Marshall Eder tripping up. And Marshall Eder looks like he's in incredible pain, just rolling in front, and no, that's cramping. That's a cramp right there for Marshall. So we're going to have a timeout here, and the clock hasn't moved again for the last couple of plays, so we still have 4:42 to go. Second down, 3 coming up. Marshall Eder cramping up here just in front of the West Prairie bench. Bob Bowden, head coach for West Prairie. 12 seasons now he has been the head coach. He's been here a lot longer than that as the assistant coach. Well, Bob Bowden, he is ready to turn this West Prairie program around. A great start last year, 2 years before that, sending the Mustangs to a PIAA District 3 championship game, both times against Wyoming. One of the best District 3 programs in the entire state. Wyoming usually plays their games on Saturdays. I didn't see a score from them, so I assume they're playing tomorrow against somebody. It's not against us, I can tell you that. Well, we have an entry timeout here for Marshall Eder. We have a roster here for West Prairie cheerleaders this season. A big squad for West Prairie cheerleading this year. Their head coaches Lori Elberman and Heather Templin. On the West Prairie cheerleading squad include Maggie Kaufman, Brooklyn Moyer, Rylan Phillips, Sophia Pinkham, Peyton Rice, Kiana Schwanger, Sophia Sheriff, Kylie Slava, Mackenzie Smith, Jasmine Smith, Madison Snyder, Zoe Fawn, Izzy Walker, Savannah Walker, Kayla White, Sophia Wild, Allison Wilt, and Destiny Winkleman. Of course, you can't forget about the horse, the Mustang. I haven't seen the horse here tonight. We'll see the horse next week. One thing I wish West Prairie would do, let's give the horse a name. Let's give the Mustang a name. And I think the school board will be all about that, saying like, hey, some schools have names for their mascots. Let's not call our mascot the horse. I should know. I was the mascot for 2 years at West Prairie. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but hey, that was 13 years ago. Here we go after the West Prairie timeout, and here we go. We have a run for Evan Chupa. Chupa getting about 6 yards out of that one, gets it up to the 50. First down, Mustangs. Yeah, it really was. I was the mascot at West Prairie my junior and senior years. The coach student came up to me and asked me if I ever played football. And I was like, no. I was a pretty big kid back then. I could have been a good defensive lineman or offensive lineman. No, I wasn't that aggressive, really, to play football. But looking back, I mean, I graduated in 2012, so 13 years ago. Looking back, I wish I did play football. But, hey, now I get to broadcast football, which makes me happy. As well as all the other sports at Westbury High School. Here we go with a throw from Hayden Fleischer. He's going to find number 10, Mason Page.
Fleischer's pass complete to number 10, Mason Page.
That's Mason Page's first reception of the day, and it's good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2 coming up.
What sport are you talking about?
Baseball? I'm doing softball.
Well, Rodney asked me to coach softball,
Oh, that works for me.
but I'm a baseball coach.
We have 3 stuck. I mean, it's going to be.
If they need baseball help,
I could talk.
I'd be willing to do whatever.
Rodney might get upset.
Just about to hit 9 o'clock here Eastern time, and oh, there might be a step, and there's going to be a free play here for West Prairie. Got to take a shot down the field.
Fleischer's pass
Fleischer
complete.
looking for Mason Page down the left sideline. That was a free play. I think it's going to be offsides. It's going to be a first down either way, but it was a free play for the Mustangs. I can imagine. I thought somebody jumped dirty on the Mustang side. And no, it's an illegal shift call against the Mustangs. So not really a free play. I guess we didn't hear the whistle from up here. But it's an illegal shift for the Mustangs. That's going to set them back a little bit. 5 yards officially. Makes it 2nd down and 7. One thing that's different too, besides the video scoreboard here, is that they now have shot clocks on the sideline behind each end zone here at Susquenita High School. That's one thing West Prairie needs. I mean, I would love to have shot clocks here at Mustang Stadium, but we don't have that just yet. Here comes a run for Evan Jupa. And Jupa is going to get close to the first down mark. He's going to be stopped short of the 40-yard line, and now we're going to have a timeout here as the looks like another Susquenita player is cramping up. How much cramping is that now? I mean, it's like 4 or 5 of them, I think. It's a lot. And that usually does happen in the first week of the high school football season, or any level of football for that matter, early in the season when it's still hot out here. But really, the weather here, it's fantastic. It's late August, August 22nd, and the weather is picture perfect. Like right now here at Duncannon, it is clear skies and 70 degrees. Absolutely gorgeous here tonight. Not quite weather just yet, but it's getting there. And it's just absolutely gorgeous night. Oh, that was Jacob Brown. They're cramping up here for Susquenita. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit hotter, but still seasonable. Right here at Susquenita High School for the Prairie County Field Hockey Tournament. The high temperature for tomorrow is 84 degrees. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow. Might have a few clouds here and there.
Ladies and gentlemen, will the owner of a white Kia license plate KXH6966 please move your car? Again, a white Kia license plate KXH6966. Thank you.
Somebody parked that bad spot, it sounds like. So here we go. Just 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. A fairly quick third quarter here. So Mustangs looking to add to their 2-touchdown lead, and this is going to be a good run for Chupa as he gets more than a 1 yard he needed. He gets a 5 officially. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
38.
Ball spot at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Susquenita a year ago went 2-8, 2-6 out of the Mid-Penn Conference Capital Division. They started 0-4 a year ago before getting a thrilling overtime victory here at home against Newport. And then 2 weeks later, in Week 7, Susquenita defeated Halifax at home 23-6. They went 0-5 on the road a year ago. Here they are at home for the first game, and now taking a shot downfield and just out of reach of Mason Page. Down the left-hand side.
Incomplete, intended for number 10, Mason Page.
And the ball's incomplete with a minute 39 to go. Good shot there. Page was open too. If that stayed in, it would have been a touchdown if it was caught. But instead, taking a shot first down doesn't pay off, and it's now second down and 10. West Prairie Mustangs on an 11-game winning streak versus the Susquenita Blackhawks. The last time Susquenita defeated the Mustangs was back in 2001. A 26-7 victory for the Blackhawks right here at Susquenita back in 2001. Here's a handoff here. This is Adam Yoder, and Yoder sidesteps, and he will take off and score. Touchdown Mustangs. Well, wait a minute, maybe not. There is a penalty marker. There's been a couple of touchdowns taken away by the Mustangs, and this one will be no different. A holding call against the Mustangs. A flag is marked at Susquenita 34-yard line, so 10 yards from the spot. But no, it was second and 10 actually, so it's 10-yard spot. It's got to make it second down again. Second down and 17, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So second and 17 from the 44-yard line. There's a couple of times here today where West Prairie scored and then a penalty took it away. 1:28 to go here before the end of the third quarter. I formation here for the Mustangs, and here's a handoff to Adam Yoder again. He's got to get back a good chunk of yards from the holding, but it's got to be a long third down coming out. A gain of 6 makes it a third down and 11.
Gain of 5 on the play.
That looks like they put it to 38.
So the ball is at the 39 or maybe 38. It's second down, third down and long. As we hit the final minute of the third quarter. A fairly quick third quarter compared to the first 2 quarters. Next week, West Prairie football will be at home against the Bowling Springs Bubblers for the First Responders game. An annual tradition we have at West Prairie High School, honoring our first responders throughout Perry County. Here's a throw, and out of reach from Hockenberry. It's going to fall incomplete. That was third down, and it's going to be fourth down and long. That was Adam Yoder on the receiving end, and now another player cramping here for the Mustangs. Subsequent with 34.3 seconds remaining.
Get some mustard, a lot of cranes. Get some vinegar.
I forgot about that. So West Perry, they do have a thing where if a player is cramping, what do they pull out? The mustard. They pull out a bottle of mustard, and looks like, I think I just saw somebody from the West Prairie team bring it over. Yeah, I never had an issue with cramping before, but mustard, I don't know. Like, what else can you use to help with cramping? The scoreboard operator to my right here, he just said pickle juice. That I can do. I actually love pickle juice. There used to be a deli. Like, before COVID, I used to live outside of Philadelphia. And in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, there used to be a deli. I forget the name of the place. But it was all about pickles. Like, they had deli sandwiches, but instead of using bread, they used pickle slices. Dill pickle slices for bread. And you got the meat, you got the cheese, you got the veggies, but the bread is pickle. And then you could take You can take shots of pickle juice there as well. And yeah, I think they closed down because of COVID, unfortunately. But it was a cool place. It was only open during lunchtime, too. But here we go, 4th and 10. Now I'm hungry for pickles. 4th down here. Westbury's going to punt, I hope, and they do. Now it's Mason Page on a punt. That's a good one, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
Number 10, Mason Page's punt goes into the end zone for a touchback.
That is the first punt in a career of Mason Page in a high school uniform. Unfortunately, it was a good one, but it bounced the wrong direction for the Mustangs. It bounced in the end zone for a touchback. So the Blackhawks will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. Maybe I'll go to Sheets after this and just get a sandwich just full of pickles. Can't go wrong with bread and butter, especially. Good stuff. So here we go with Rex Wilson. One man in the backfield and got to hand off to Brown. And Jacob Brown will get some good yardage here, but or maybe not. He's got to get 1 or maybe 2 yards out of it. Caleb Osbeck there on the stop for the Mustangs. And that's going to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play here at McGuire's Ford Field, Blackhawk Stadium. And now high-scoring 3rd quarter, but the Mustangs do add 1 more touchdown to make it 35-21 heading to the final 12 minutes of tonight's matchup. You're watching West Prairie Football versus Susquenita on YouTube, on the official YouTube channel of Alex Ball, PXP. We'll be back for the 4th and final quarter here at Blackhawk Stadium. Hey, it's Alex Wall. I am pleased to announce that during this past summer, I was part of an amazing cohort for sports broadcasting. No matter if you're a reporter, a sideline reporter, or a play-by-play commentator like myself, I was part of the Break-In, Breakthrough cohort hosted by Tampa Bay Rays Rich Hollenberg. If you're looking to improve your skills as a sports broadcaster, I highly encourage you to sign up for that cohort. There are still a few spots left for our last cohort of 2025. It might cost a little bit, but the reward is truly amazing. I made the right call by signing up for this cohort. I make a lot of nice plays, all good calls as a play-by-play commentator, but the best call I ever made was signing up for the Break-In, Breakthrough cohort. Sign up at richhollenberg.com/courses. First down run there for Susquenita makes it 1st and 10. And now we're going to have a flag here.
Penalty flag, false start on the offense.
I did not see what I think it was a false start, so it's 1st and 15 now. Penalty pushed the Blackhawks back 5 yards. Absolutely gorgeous night here at Duncan, Pennsylvania. Now here's a handout for Brown. And Brown might not get anything out. That's why it might have been pushed back a yard or so. But we'll see where they spot it. And officially no gain. They mark the ball back at the 26. No gain on the play. It makes it 2nd down and 15. It hasn't been pretty for the defensive side of the ball for both teams. But offensively, the Mustangs have been fantastic. Not as good as last year when they scored 58 points in the first half, and that was all she wrote a year ago at Mustang Stadium. But both teams have done fairly well on both sides of the ball, despite a 2-possession lead for the West Prairie Mustangs. Susquenita trying to stop the lead in half, and there's a big mistake. It's a fumble, and the Mustangs will have it.
Fumble in the backfield.
That snap got got away from Rex Wilson, and the Mustangs are going to have fantastic field position here at the Susquenita 15. Landon Wilson was on the recovery there for West Perry. As we hear some trains roaring down. I mean, that's one thing that I'm so happy that I did not go to school here, because me growing up, I was obsessed with trains. And if I was in class here in any grade whatsoever, I could even be a senior in high school, I see a train running by here across the street from the high school, I'm yelling, train, and nothing else matters. That was just me growing up during my elementary days. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't go to school here just because of the trains. Here we go after the turnover, first and 10 for the 15. But first, a flag on the opening play, and it's going to be a false start for the Mustangs.
False start on the offense.
Caden Sturgeon, by the way, is in a national contest to be advertised in a 3-brand advertisement on Sports Illustrated. And the winner of that is on that ad in that magazine, and also $25,000 on top of that. And you can vote for Caden Sturgeon. He needs your vote, so vote now. He is currently in the top 10, and he is currently in 4th place. But he needs your votes. And here's a shot down the sideline, and the receiver looking for a flag, and he's going to get it. It's got to be incomplete.
That's incomplete.
Evan Chupa was looking for a flag, and he's got to get it.
Pass intended for number 14, Marshall.
Or no, that was Marshall Etter, actually, on the end of that, trying to catch that ball.
On the Blackhawks.
It's got to be pass interference. It is a first down. But it's not an automatic first down, because it was 1st and 15. It's half the distance, so it's back to the 10-yard line. It's 1st and 5. If it's inside the 20-yard line, it's half the distance. So it's up. So it's ultimately a 10-yard penalty. It's 1st and 5. 1st and goal, actually, from the 10. And there's 28, Adam Yoder. Adam Yoder trying to get in, and he stays up, and he is in.
Number 28, Adam Yoder on the carry. In for the 10-yard touchdown run.
Touchdown, Mustangs.
Yeah. So they messed up.
It should have been 1st and 5.
So I'm going to count that as a first down and a touchdown.
Yes. That's what it should have been.
Because they didn't make the line to gain yet with that penalty.
No, it should have been 1st and 5.
Well, 1st and 5, 1st and goal, it didn't matter. That's a 10-yard run. It's capped over a touchdown. Drew Brandt with the extra point.
Drew Brandt's extra point.
And the Mustangs are running away with this one. 42-21, doubling up the Susquenita score.
At this time, we'd like to acknowledge the
West
Susquenita
Perry
varsity cheerleaders.
with a 3-touchdown lead with just over 10 minutes to go.
Kaylee Dayhoff, Kaya Morrell, Maya Gardner, Madison Reside, Naya Coley, Sophia Bowles, Addison Clement, Jerry King, Riley Hammaker, Savannah Rule, Layla Kepner, Abby Gross, Kennedy Fry, Sarah Miller, Ava Keck, Isabella Wenrick.
So while they're introducing the Susquenita cheerleaders, they have a big squad this season for the Susquenita cheer league. And here we go with the kickoff. A long touchdown, a short touchdown drive, kind of 15 yards, and a 10-yard touchdown run. And after the turnover,
Return for the Blackhawks. And our final 2 cheerleaders, Haley Leitner and Sophia Eichelberg.
Exactly 10 minutes to go. Susquenita, they need a lot now.
35, I can't.
Yep, 35.
10 minutes to go here on our week 1 matchup. Thank you so much for tuning in on YouTube.
Yeah, Chris had to make the call on how fast the plays go. Yeah, the quarter will take an hour and 27 minutes. We'll be out here like 10:30.
So here we go, Rex Wilson. And in motion there is Cole Robinson. Wilson looking for a shot downfield and open down the middle was Andy Herrera, but there is a flag coming in.
Flag on the play.
A flag at the end of that play. I think this got to be pass interference on the Mustangs.
Pass interference on the Mustangs.
It is pass interference. Now, it's not like the NFL where if it's a pass interference, it's a spot, a foul, and that's where you get the ball where the pass interference has occurred. So it's a 15-yard penalty. And it's 1st and 10 for Susquenita at the 50. And now here's a handoff here for Brown.
Jacob Brown on the carry.
Brown there, and number 45, Caleb Osbeck there on the stop. Gain of 5 up to the 45. 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 on the play.
There we go. 2nd and 5 and loss now gets away from Wilson. He's got to land on top of it, but it's a massive loss.
Recovered by Rex Wilson.
From the 45 goes all the way to Susquenita's own 42. That's the 2nd time now in as many drives. The low snap nearly cost Susquenita, but first time it was a fumble recovered by Wes Perry. This time Wilson able to lay on top of it and make sure that doesn't happen again. Something going on with the center here for Susquenita. But now 3rd and 18 after a big loss of 13 yards. And now this snap gets away, goes off Wilson. The ball is still loose. And it's going to be recovered by Susquenita back at the 25-yard line. It's going to be recovered by 58, Cooper Dixon.
58, Cooper Dixon on the recovery.
But just back-to-back bad snaps. One was low. The arrow got off of Rex Wilson. Not ready for the snap. And now it's 4th down forever. As Mustangs learning to start 1-0 for a 5th straight year. And now here we go with a punt, and Trent Hockenberry is back deep. He is going to take it. Avoids one tackle, shoves off another, and almost avoids a 3rd.
Number 22, Trent Hockenberry on the return for the Mustangs.
But Hockenberry getting close to midfield stripe. And now Witherspoon, and another player is cramping. What else is new? Cramp City is Duncannon tonight. I'm sure there's a lot of other teams around the area who are dealing with the same thing. Newport hosting Juniata Valley tonight. Newport, the 3rd Perry County program with a football team. Currently taking a look at that score for Newport Buffaloes as they are currently down 19-10 in the 3rd quarter. Other scores from around the area is Final and Camp Hill. Lancaster Catholic Crusaders getting a dominant 43-7 victory against Camp Hill. Upper Dolphin, a future opponent for West Perry in just 2 weeks from tonight. Upper Dolphin currently being shut out in the fourth quarter on the road at Williams Valley High School. 54-0 for Williams Valley right now. Ouch. So there we go, 1st and 10, right at the 50. And now a bit of a run here. Just a little bit for the Mustangs. So that was Evan Chupa. So here we go with just over 7 minutes to go. West Perry, a good run for Evan Chupa, 8 yards, makes it 2nd and 2. And now another quick handoff here. Gotta get past the 40 enough for a 1st down. There is Evan Chupa again.
Chupa on the carry for West Perry.
And it's 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on the Susquenita 39. We have a couple other comments I'm seeing here on our YouTube channel here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have Hannah saying thank you for everything you do for West Perry. You are welcome, Hannah. As the Susquenita Marching Band playing along to Sweet Caroline, and cheerleaders dancing along with them. And now here we go, 1st and 10, gotta take a shot downfield for Mason Cage, and that is incomplete.
Fleischer's pass incomplete, intended for number 14, Marshall.
That was actually Marshall Etter down the right-hand side. Was incomplete. Saw that a couple of times where he had an open receiver for Hayden Fleischer, but just overshooting it. I mean, that's easier. I mean, it's easier said than done if you're looking for a deep pass and connecting with your receiver. And now here we go to the next throw, and that's going to be caught by Trent Hockenberry. He's going to try to dive for a 1st. That was actually Adam Yoder. Just about to hit the 9:30 mark. Eastern time here in Eastern Perry County. And now a timeout called here. And again, another cramp right outside the 30-yard line on the West Perry bench. And yeah, man, we might have a record here tonight for most cramps in a game. I mean, this feels like a lot. I'm going to try to keep that stat for next week's game. Yeah, I was just on there, Oscar, our new statistician, that you're not keeping stats for cramps. Man, I hope they have more than one bottle of mustard over there. Yeah, this is a lot. I mean, we haven't seen one Susquenita player cramping up today. Not one. It's cramp city for the West Perry Mustangs. So, the athletic trainer for West Perry, Zach Rudy, now in his 3rd year. That's the athletic trainer for West Perry Athletics. He's having a busy night tonight. There we go, after the cramp, 3rd down and 4 now. Full house formation here for the Mustangs. Fleischer looking to throw, and it goes right through the hands of Evan Chupa, and he is frustrated. He knew he had a 1st down. That was actually Marshall Etter there on the receiving end, right through his hands. And that's going to make it 4th down now. Now the Mustangs have a decision to make. I know Drew Brandt, good young man, but he does not have that big of a boot. So Mustangs are going to go for it here on 4th down and 4. And an option play, and no trickery here, and the Mustangs will have more than enough for a 1st down. A good triple option here, but hold on, there's actually a flag now. That was Mason Sprecher
There is a penalty flag.
And let's see what this the flag is marked at the 25-yard line.
Holding on
And
the
it's a
Mustangs.
holding on the Mustangs. So you try to go for it, do a little fancy footwork on 4th and 4, a little trickery there, but it goes for nothing as it's a holding call. And now the Mustangs will have 4th and 14. Or no, it's from the spot of foul. Never mind. And so it's got to be 4th down and 6. Big break there for Susquenita, but time running out. The Mustangs are 5.5 minutes away from winning their first matchup since week 4 a year ago. And now a timeout's got to be called here by West Perry. 5:22 to go.
West Perry.
Trying to figure out what they want to do here on this long 4th down play coming up. Next week for both teams, West Perry will be at home for the first time next week as they'll hit Mustang Stadium to take on the Boiling Springs Bubblers for our first responders game. A great tradition out over at Westbury High School honoring the first responders, EMTs, police officers, hospital workers, you name it. All first responders being honored next week. We have a first responder on the West Perry team, Caden Sturgeon. He is a volunteer firefighter over at the Landisburg Fire Department. So it was pretty much his idea to get that started 4 years ago, and it's truly a great tradition that West Perry football has next week for the first responders game, honoring the first responders before the start of the game next week against Boiling Springs. Meanwhile, Susquenita, they'll be out on the road for the first time next week as they head to Mercersburg to take on the James Buchanan Rockets non-conference matchup there. That is a Mid-Penn Capital Division matchup. Here's the throw here, and it's got to be caught.
Fletcher's pass complete.
That's number 14,
Number
Marshall
14,
Eder.
Marshall Eder.
He missed a couple of plays. One went right through his hands, but not this time as he gets the catch and makes it first down on 4th and long. So we got 5 minutes remaining. It's a gain of 12 officially. There we go, 1st and 10. Fleischer hand off to Chupa. Chupa's got to get past the 20 into the red zone.
Chupa on the carry.
And it might be stopped right at the 20. We'll see where they mark it. But 2nd down coming up for the Mustangs. Once again, our next broadcast for me tomorrow, 4 games right here at Susquenita High School starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for the 2025 Perry County Field Hockey Tournament. All starts at 9 o'clock Eastern Time for the Susquenita Blackhawks taking on the Newport Buffaloes. Then in the second semifinal, it is the 2-time defending county champions and defending state champions, West Perry Mustangs, taking on the Greenwood Wildcats at 10:30. Here comes the throw. They're going to take a shot towards the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Fleischer's pass complete.
Drew
Number 23, Mason Hoffer.
Trying free, Mason Hoffer.
3-yard touchdown.
Mason Hoffer, his first target, and he gets in for 6. And at the play, at the mark where the ball was caught, it looks like a Susquehanna defender who was trying to get the stop is down on the field. Yeah, I don't think this is cramping this time, man. This got to be a tough entry here for Susquehanna. I did not see who the defender was. But the Mustangs get the exclamation point. And now up by 4 possessions with the extra point pending. Once again, a schedule for tomorrow's Perry County Field Hockey Tournament, the most competitive and toughest county championship in the entire state of Pennsylvania, in my opinion. It all starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. with 2 semifinals. Then a constellation matchup for third place, and then of course the championship. All happening right here at Susquenita High School, Blackhawk Stadium, McGuire's Ford Field. Right here at Susquenita, you can catch all 4 games live with yours truly on the call on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. Injury timeout over. Extra point coming up for Drew Brand. He has been perfect. 5 for 5 tonight, trying to make 6 in a row. And a point after kick is up, and it is good. Drew Brand, perfect. 6 for 6 tonight. The injured player, by the way, for Susquenita was number 6, the star freshman receiver. Also, defensive back Christian Boyer. Christian Boyer was hurt on that touchdown grab. And the next point is up. It's good. 49-21 with 3:55 to go. As the Mustangs are well on their way to a statement victory. Trying to win 4 straight openers, all against Susquenita. Last 2 years, they were at Mustang Stadium. 3 years ago, to the date, it was the first ever football game, first ever athletic event on artificial turf here at Susquenita, where the Mustangs rode to a 35-6 victory on a game that took 2 days because it was suspended because of severe weather. Tonight, the weather, perfect. Absolutely perfect conditions for football. Not quite sweater weather just yet. But here we go with Brown, and Brown with a couple of spin moves. He has been tricky to be taken down and getting a last second shelf there. What a return there for Jacob Brown. Jacob Brown has been having himself a game tonight. A senior captain, 5'8", 160 pounds. Not the biggest dude on the Susquenita team, but he has been effective. Getting all the way to the Susquenita 40, where Susquenita will set up shop, 1st and 10. There we go with Rex Wilson. Hands off to Brown. And Brown has got to get wrapped up right up the middle. Not a big night to cheer about for Susquenita Blackhawks fans. It was exciting in the first half when West Prairie was only up by 7. But then the Mustangs just running away with it. Susquenita being shut out in the second half. It's been a good defensive performance in the second half for the West Prairie football Mustangs. No gain on the play on that last carry, so 2nd and 10. And Wilson, a pass, got to be caught by Hunter Mitchell. And we're going to turn out here. Mitchell getting the catch, but then wrapped up, and he is down on the field. It's going to be 3rd down and manageable, but Hunter Mitchell with his first reception of the night is down on the field.
Yeah, I want to see the stat guy on that. I'll watch Huddle and let you know in the morning.
Some key matchups, some big away. After tonight, West Prairie has 4 more away games. Games on the road after tonight. Their next one is for another 3 weeks, as their next 2 games are at Mustang Stadium. First time in quite some time that West Prairie has hosted back-to-back games in a regular season. But next time up they will be on the road will be at week 4 at Susquenita Township, a school that I've never been to before. So I'm kind of excited. Our athletic director at West Prairie, Alan Marceau, he's a graduate from Susquenita Township. So it's going to be an interesting game for him, as he's the athletic director for West Prairie, but a little bit of a homecoming for him. That's in 3 weeks from tonight. Also in week 6, West Prairie football will be at East Pennsboro. First time the Mustangs are at Enola for the first time in who knows how long. We'll figure that out as we go down the road. Week 8, they'll be at Trinity Holco Field. Last game there was a classic, and now have a Week 8 for Westbury football at Trinity. Then they wrap up the regular season on the road at Greencastle Ranch. Mirrors the pressure, and down goes Rex Wilson.
Wilson brought down in the backfield.
A herd of Mustangs. And the Westbury Mustang fans all excited here tonight. They stuck around here, a big group of fans. Is it me, or did the away bleachers, did it get bigger since the last time we were here? I mean, I don't remember the away bleachers being so tall. I think they upgraded our bleachers there a little bit since the last time we were here in 2022. Last time I wanted to broadcast here at Susquenita, but CBS 21 Friday Night Rifles was here, so they had the rights. 5 wide here for Susquenita, going for a 4th and 10, or 4th and 10, and that's gonna be illegal for a pass. The officials don't call it, but this one is obvious, and it's gonna be incomplete regardless.
For number 10, Noah Griffin.
Is there a
There's a penalty flag.
Yeah, this one is obvious. He was like 2 or 3 yards. Illegal forward pass coming up here. Yeah, that was nowhere close. But it's a loss of down, but it doesn't matter. It was 4th down anyway. So West Perry will take over with a minute and 46 seconds remaining.
Illegal forward pass on the Blackhawks.
Yeah, that was obvious. That was obvious to every person here. It is declined because it was 4th down.
Penalty is declined.
So rather than taking out to 45, Westbury will have 1st and 10 at the Susquenita 40. This is a dominant second half performance for the Westbury Mustangs. Offensively, they were fantastic in both halves, but it's the defense that came around big time in the second half, shutting out Susquenita. The score was 28-21 at halftime. Now, just a dominant performance, and the Mustangs can run out the clock right here. I'll be shocked if they decide to take a pass, trying to get bragging rights in a Perry County matchup. And nope, they are going to round up the clock. You got to do that a couple of times, but Hunter Frazier takes the knee. And the Susquenita fans starting to make their way towards the exits. Next broadcast over on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. 9 o'clock tomorrow. Right here at Susquenita. And Susquenita, they know they're not going to win this game, but they're going to take a timeout anyway. With a minute 19 to go. I think the point of this timeout is to make sure, hey, like, we lost. It's okay. It's the first game. Westbury is a very good team. But we want to keep our cool here. I know it's tough to lose, especially on the home field. But we do not want any extracurricular activities here after the game is over. So just take it. It's like, we'll do better. We'll get them next time. And get ready for James Buchanan next week as the next game for Susquenita on the road for the first time. Susquenita will open up the Mid-Penn Cowboy Division season next week at James Buchanan, while Westbury will start have their home opener and their first game in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division as they take on the Bowling Springs Bubblers. The Mustangs are going to increase their winning streak to 12 games versus Susquenita. Second down at 11. Can't imagine Ham Fisher, the senior quarterback, going to take another knee here. I take that back. A junior quarterback here. And no, they are not going to take a knee. They're going to get a couple yards out of this for Evan Chupa. Or no, that was actually number 40. Trying to get some of the younger guys on the playing field as Quentin Palm. Quentin Palm there on the carry for his first run of the night. As we're in the final minute. That's probably just taking our time. Susquenita has one timeout remaining. West Perry just taking their time on this one as the shot clock is going to run out. And no, West Perry's actually going to take a timeout.
Timeout West Perry.
I don't understand this. Like, why?
Timeout, West
I hate. I mean, the game is over. 31.5 seconds remaining. Maybe this is a message for West Perry saying, hey, like Susquenita, they're going to be a little bit tempered. So let's make sure we don't do anything back if anything happens. But, yeah, I mean, this is a rivalry. Like, it's a big Perry County rivalry, but it's not as big as it used to be when both these teams were in the same division, in the same conference. But, yeah, these two teams, they rarely face each other. This is their 4th straight year facing each other. Last 2 years were at West Perry. 3 years ago was right here at Susquenita. First ever football game on the artificial turf. This year is the first ever game using a video scoreboard. And a new name for the field too, McGuire's Ford Field. That's number 40 again. That's Quentin Palm again. It's 3rd down and 8. Quentin Palm will give 1, maybe 2 yards out of it. And now Susquenita is going to use their last timeout.
Timeout, Blackhawks.
So maybe this is about like building momentum hanging in James Buchanan next week for Susquenita. It's just like, hey, we're going down, but we're not going down quietly. So let's see what we can do on 4th down and try to get it out. Because here for West Perry, they cannot take a knee because it's 4th down. And it will stop the clock on a turnover on downs. So Susquenita, they are going to try to get the ball back. Or do the Mustangs have something up their sleeves and try to get this 4th down and 8 conversion? Other home games for West Perry besides next week, first Bowling Springs, week 3, Upper Dauphin, non-conference matchup there. Hall of Fame football game is in week 5 against Middletown. The homecoming football game is in week 7, first Friday of October against Big Spring. And there's going to be a flag on the play here before the 4th down run. And it's got to be on the Mustangs. That is week 7, the homecoming football game, the first Friday night of October. It was originally scheduled to be on September 19th on a Friday night against Middletown, but schools decided, hey, that's a little early for a homecoming football game. So let's do it the first Friday night of October. So that'll be against Big Spring. And then week 9, our last home game for senior night against Milton Hershey. All those 5 games I just mentioned at home for West Perry, they'll be on Huddle TV. First Huddle TV broadcast for West Perry Athletics will be this Monday, the home opener, the season opener for West Perry Girls Volleyball as they take on the Bermudian Springs Lady Eagles. And now another whistle here.
Delay of game.
And it's a delay of game called against the Mustangs on a penalty.
Delay of game, West Perry.
It is 9:46 Eastern Time. This game lasted almost 3 hours, unless if the next 19 seconds take another 13 minutes.
There's one more play left. God willing, there's one more play left.
And now here we go with a handoff.
Although it might be one.
That's number 21, Mason Sprecher. He's got to take off, and he's got to get inside the red zone. And time will stop with,
Mason Sprecher on the carry. First down, Mustangs.
and that's got to wrap it up. 9 seconds to go, and oh, wait a minute.
A penalty flag.
Another penalty flag, however. A late flag here.
Is it on the 30 there?
Flag is at the 30-yard line. And it's a holding against West Perry.
Offense.
So it's still going to be first down I think.
They must be getting good. Yeah, every big play was West Prairie made, they call it back the whole.
The clock will run. West Bay does not have to do another play. And that's going to wrap up our football game here tonight. So West Bay Mustangs started out great a year ago, starting 4-0, but then losing the last 6 games last year. And West Bay defeating the Susquenita Blackhawks for the 12th straight game and the 4th time in as many years. As West Prairie football gets the win 49-21. West Prairie starts the year 1-0 for the 5th consecutive year. And they will look forward to the Bowling Springs Bubblers next week. Bowling Springs currently up at Littlestown. And for the Susquenita Blackhawks, for the 4th straight year, they will start 0-1 as they'll hit the road next week to take on the Rockets at James Buchanan High School in Mercersburg. Next broadcast for me, 4 games tomorrow for the 2025 Perry County Field Hockey Tournament. Starting at 9 o'clock, go on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. It will be at 9 o'clock, Susquenita versus Newport. Then at 10:30, it will be West Perry versus Greenwood. Consolation game following afterwards, and then around 2 o'clock, the championship game. All 4 games with yours truly on the call tomorrow right here at Susquenita High School for the 2025 Perry County Championship Tournament. We'll see you then. Until then, I am Alex Wallace saying so long from Susquenita High School. This has been a presentation of PIAA District 3 Week 1 football action between West Prairie and Susquenita. As Susquenita comes to the baseline, goes down the sidelines for the Susquenita alma mater. We'll see you next Friday night for West Prairie football at home on Huddle TV versus Bowling Springs Bubblers. But make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Perry County Field Hockey Championship Tournament over on the Perry County Talk Sports on Facebook page. Until then, I am Alex Wallace saying goodnight from all of us here at Susquenita High School. Your final score in this one, West Prairie wins it, 49-21.